Hey, welcome. The old skipper's been away for a month. Welcome to History through World Numismatics. And we're getting into a bit of a late start, but better late than never. Trying to get back into the groove here to get some live feeds on and some challenges going. And as soon as we get some folks into the chat, then we'll get things going. Maybe even get my old friend Dale from Coin World UK. He's bound to be here shortly too. So right now I'm just going to do a few setups here. For those of you that haven't been on for a while, it works really simple. The top 3 contributors will actually be selected to win a coin, which all the coins are sent out at the end of the month. And I see Euro coins on. Welcome aboard. And there's Marlon. Marlon's on. That's right too. You're not. Are you working today, Marlon? Oh, I think I got. There he is.
Yes, hey, Skipper.
Long time no see.
It's been wow. It's like you've been on the other edge of the world, like you tipped over off of flat earth.
Yeah, I know. It's been crazy. Evil Arch Conservatives on here too. Just popped up. Nice, both select
like
up.
1890.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting selection. 1890 to 1894 today.
1894. 1890. 1890s, 18. Did we do that one last time?
No. I think we went up to 1889.
Ah, okay. 18.
Oh, yeah. Marla, yeah, I do have a few stickers up there. That's one of my things that many of us, as you know, collect. So I'm still waiting on my my new ones.
was it 1890 to 1894?
Yes.
So I got a short memory at the moment. Pretty sure. Today.
Yeah, we'll get a few selections shown here. I really have to admit, I have a real love affair for Morgan dollars, especially the CCs. You get the Carson Cities. Look at that, sweetheart. Oh yeah,
they're beautiful, aren't they?
They are sharp, eh? Get that right side up here. Hey, it's not contribute. It's not cooperating. It's so long since I've done this, I can't even get it straight. Look at that. Anyway, 1890.
Oh, Selector is in the house. EAC, nice to see you.
108 years to go to the Euro. Yeah, no kidding, eh? My goodness.
That's my 1881 Morgan. Come on.
Shiny. Actually, that's a nice looking one. Yeah, I got delayed a little bit here because it's been so long since I cranked everything up. I had to try to find my internet again. Then I couldn't remember my password.
Oh, Lars, my phone over there, please. Or did I have it over here?
Oh, you know what? That was so good. That one with the Queen and Paddington Bear. You saw that one, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah, Paddington sat down with Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was pretty cool, but people were moaning about it.
Oh, gotta have a sense of
Apparently,
humor.
because he's a Peruvian immigrant and all that sort of stuff, he'd be sent to Rwanda. But what they're missing the point is that the book was written by British people and it was supposed to be just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
What is that one there? That's too early. What is this one? Here we go. 1893. That's in date, isn't it? 1893. That's too late.
So I'm going to start with 1890. My goodness, how are we doing here? We got Patty Ferguson that showed up. Hello, Patty.
Patty. 18. That's next stream.
Yeah.
That's too late.
I will be putting a 5-minute counter on, so everybody has 5 minutes to get some input into the history.
Too late.
Did you find an 1890 to show us there, buddy?
1890. Yep, I got an 1890. So I'm just making sure that these coins here haven't missed any out. And I know I haven't got them from there. Just put them in there. Stephen knows a lot of history in the 1800s, didn't you, Stephen? 1800s, from 1890 to 1894.
Yeah.
He normally knows. Well, it doesn't matter. We talk about anything. 1917. 1917. I think they're Canadian.
Oh yeah. Robert and Ferrari there hasn't shown up. They got our high-speed typists.
I got 1874 India. Is that too early yet? That's the next ones. Canadian, I believe. Yeah. That must be Canadian, isn't it?
You're gonna have to.
Right, I'm just trying to get. Right. I got 1890, 1891. That's too late. And 18. Oh, battery's going low.
Well, we're covering 90 to 94, so
1893. So I got 1890, 1891, and 1893 so far. So you've had to sort your internet out again then?
Yeah, it's a bit maddening.
Oh, in 1893. That's actually a good shot there, Dale. I didn't see that there. How has my phone died? $18.27.
Well, I did find Canadian 1890 H.
Oh, Heaton Mint.
The Heaton Mint, which is where?
Birmingham.
In the UK.
Yeah, Birmingham, United Kingdom. Not far from Kings Norton. Euro coin hunt. That's a guy that's seen for a while.
I would have been more keen on grape jelly with crunchy peanut butter than the marmalade. That shows my North Americanness showing.
1818.
Yeah.
I should ask Darren to go for my coins for me and search. 1897. I bet that's 1912.
Yeah, Dimebag Darren's in the house.
Hey, Mr. Dimebag. I just found an 1882 H as well.
Still not 1890.
No, a bit early.
All right. So,
Right.
like I said before, we'll start off. You got 5 minutes to type in your history of what went on in 1890 during the time these coins we just showed you took place. And when you see go in the chat, add your information. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll say stop, and then Dale and I will read over the information that you provided to see what kind of history that went on. And we can. It'll work. Here you go.
Let's go for the last little pile. And I know I got more coins in 1890 and 1894, but
yeah. Go ahead. Start.
Put that over there. Right, let me just make sure I don't stick anything back that I need. Have you ever done that? You got things out and you accidentally put it back?
Yeah. Oh, there's taffy coins in the house too.
Taffy coins, Evil Arts Conservative. All right, 1890. Shall I show you my ones first?
Sure, go ahead.
We have the 1890 Bunhead farming. It's not a very obviously it's in the flip, so it's not going to be very clear. I think I've got a couple of these, and as you can see, it's got a pinhole through it. Now that would have been pretty much skilled to put a hole through that back then when there was really no drills.
Yeah. Hey, Bud Files, nice to have you aboard.
And of course, we got an 1890 halfpenny, which I absolutely love. These ones where they're worn down like that.
What's that? A seated Liberty?
No, that's a halfpenny.
Oh, it's hard to tell.
They almost look the same.
I couldn't even see the wheelchair.
Funny you say that, because in 1891, so yeah, it's two good coins there actually to start off with. 131 years, is it? 121 years, 31 years.
Yeah, I guess I'd look pretty worn down if I was that age too.
I'm 50 and I'm already worn down. I like that one. I like this one. Queen Victoria. So that would be a bunhead. Have you got anything to skip?
I showed it already. You were busy.
Oh, sorry, brother. Show me again. What? That's 1891. That's the wrong one. That's 1891. That's 1891. That's 1893. That's 1890.
I've only had the one. That's that 1898.
Nice coins.
Yeah,
Videos, I should say.
Yeah, that's the only one I have. For 1890, it's a Heat and Mint.
Beautiful coins, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've got something really cool at 10 o'clock coming off today. A video in about 5 minutes time, and it's for the members and the giveaways, the coins I was getting for the 5 winners for the yearly thing, but I've done it early because I changed the game.
Yeah.
So take a look at them because you were in the top 5.
Oh, even with the month off. Scary. Well, 1890, Victoria was still queen, and the Governor General in Canada was Frederick Stanley, and Prime Minister John A. Macdonald.
Let's have a look at our ones. Just my phone just switched off, so I'll wait for it to turn back on again. 1890. UK. There we go. Steve's gonna sneeze. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Okay. Prime Minister was Robert Gascoigne. Robert Gascoigne Cecil, third Marquis of Salisbury, and of course Queen Victoria, Commonwealth. Yeah.
Was.
I haven't got an.
1837 to 1964 years.
We're just doing the 5 years.
Yeah. And okay, first one that I'm seeing on there is from Evil Arch Conservative.
Oh, 1895.
1890.
Right.
Wyoming became the 41st state and the first state to allow women to vote. Wyoming was granted women this right while a territory in 1869. Interesting.
I'm trying to find your go. The bud files. Okay. Which one did you just?
Evil Arch Conservative was the one that's right after go.
Okay. 22nd of January, United Mine Workers founded, and then Taffy Coins goes, "Hey, Bo Selector." 1890, chapsticks invented, but would not be a viable consumer product for years. The original version was sold in foil wrapping.
Who would have thought chapstick went that far back?
I know I didn't.
I had no idea.
Think,
Robert's Coins Adventures. Oh, where did Robert sneak in there? The Kingdom of Italy established Etruria as its colony in the Horn of Africa.
1890, the Ball brothers, Ball Jars, Uncle George Harvey founded the Concord College in upstate New York.
January 25th, Nellie Bly went around the world in 72 days. 72 days? That's pretty good.
In Michigan, the wood steamer Mackinac burns on fire on the Black River. Wow. Sort of like burnt to a crisp and on the Black River.
EAC says 1890, Auburn Prison, New York. William Francis Kemmler becomes the first man electrocuted in an electric chair. He had killed his common law wife a year earlier.
Was an old Sparky was electric chair nickname, was it?
Yeah, and it was they found that the original electric chair, it was called a dry execution, and it didn't work because it caused too much stink.
Yeah, that's why
they started wetting after that, which was more effective.
The steamship Persia is wrecked off the Corsica. 130 lives are lost.
March 8th, North Dakota is founded in Fargo, North Dakota.
Obviously, this is a there's no approximate date. So civil engineers Ernest William Moyer invents the airlock while working in New York.
That's interesting. Alice Sanger becomes the first female staffer in the White House.
What's the staffer?
White House
We have the
staff.
black rod.
They did administration, logistics.
All right. Okay. We have the black rod, which is obviously a military service for the Parliament, from the Lords to the Parliament. You have to be. I think you have to be 22. I think it's like 20 years worth of service in the armed forces, and at the moment it's a female who's doing it, and they're called the black rod. They're not 3 times, but the Commons can lock them out. Scottish-American chemist William Morrison produces the first successful practical electric road vehicle in the United States. That's from Evil Arch Conservative.
Interesting. Patty Ferguson writes, May 2nd, Oklahoma Territory is founded.
That's interesting, actually.
Oh,
I've been to Lake Texoma. February the 5th, Roberts Coin Adventures, a worldwide insurance and financial services brand, Alliance, was founded in Berlin, Germany. We used to have Alliance here. Our train station, if you ever look at our old pictures, it was actually Alliance. We have the train station, Alliance, big building, still there today. The actual thing, but it's called Alliance.
Oh, that's cool. The pre-cut paperboard box is invented by Robert Gare, a Brooklyn printer and packaging producer.
Patty Ferguson says July the 3rd, Idaho is the 43rd state.
There's Mayor saying, hi, Taffy. Hi, Bo.
Yeah.
Robert's Coin
That's
Adventures.
there.
February 11th, the city of Aracaria is founded in Brazil. Aracaria? Okay.
These dates represent holes in my coin. Going back this. These dates represents holes in my coins.
Yeah, most of mine too. The only ones I have are the 1 cent.
July, Patty Ferguson. It's nice to see Mayor's videos. It's actually nice to see him on your video that day when he went off wandering around on the fields.
Yeah, it was nice.
July 10th, I think becomes the 44th state.
1890, Bismarck lost power in Germany. I didn't know he was plugged in.
Yeah. Didn't he lose a propeller? Why he lost power?
I don't think it's the ship though, buddy.
September 25th, Swercoa National Park is created. Is that right? Sequoia?
Where are you? I just lost. Oh, there it is. That's Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Those are those giant trees. 4,000-year-old trees in California. The giant sequoias.
I don't know nothing about gardening.
Okay, these trees are massive. They're like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet high.
Right.
Some of them were actually bored through to make tunnels for roads to go through. That's how big they are. So these are the giant redwoods, the sequoias.
Why would you destroy those trees? It's been around for so many centuries.
Yeah, early settlers and whatnot, and freaking lumberjacks. So you get a lot of wood out of one of those babies.
Is that when you say the redwood? Is that also like the bloodwood type tree as well? Would that be the same type of hardwood?
The sequoias are unique. I mean, they're just the biggest trees you've ever seen in your life. You ever get a chance, go online and look at them. They're
okay.
They're very big. Robert, he says March 3rd, the first American Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Do you want me to say it? It's up to you. I don't mind. The first American football game in Ohio State University history is played in Delaware, Ohio, against Ohio Wesleyan and the Iowa State Buckeyes, winning 20-14. Now I know that's the opposite way round to the home game, because our home games are first name and the away games is the second name, so it must be the other way around.
You're not going to find 1890 in 2020, though, buddy. My goodness. March 4th, the fourth bridge across the Firth of Forth in typical Scotsman. The fifth, the fourth, and fifth and sixth. The Firth of Forth in Scotland is open to rail traffic.
Yep. And another good fun fact about that is Prince Charles, when he put the rivet in, or so say, there's like a golden rivet on the fourth bridge.
Yeah.
And if you find it, but obviously not allowed to climb around it, but it's probably been painted over 1 million times. 1890, Sir Coinpig turned 50 years of age.
Sir Coinpig?
Yeah, both set to coins. He says 1890, Sir Coinpig turned 50 years of age. I've never even heard of Sir Coinpig.
Do we take that seriously? What the heck is that?
I'm going to check that out because I don't know what that is. Sir Coinpig. It probably is true. I know there's a game called Coinpig.
I've never heard of it. Robert says March 8th, North Dakota State University is founded in Fargo.
It's a game. Is it real? I don't think it's real.
I think he's mucking around. I like talking about Fargo, yeah. It's good in Fargo, yeah.
Robert's Coins Adventures. March 17th, the first throwaway in Transvaal at Rotterdam. Road tram. Rontram? I can't see that there. Opens between Borksberg and Bloemfontein in Johannesburg. That's obviously South Africa.
I'm glad you got that one. That would hurt my tongue. Patty Ferguson, brown trout. I like this one. Brown trout introduced to the Upper Firehole River in Yellowstone National Park. Thank you, Patty.
We got brown trout in the River Ray just over the road here, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably comes with a shopping trolley and a 3-piece suite.
It's only a brown trout because the water's so dirty.
yeah, it used to be rainbow trout, but you know.
Ew.
Washington State is. Did you just read that one? Washington State University is founded in Pullman.
Oh, okay.
Washington State University is founded in Pullman. I'll take that as a little. Is that the town?
Must be. April 2nd, Kashihara Shrine, a landmark spot in Nara Prefecture, Japan, is officially built by Emperor Matsuhito.
Matsuhito.
The Emperor of Meiji. Hey, that was supposed to be yours.
Actor Edward Arnold, born in February the 18th, 1890, says Patty Ferguson. And then he got a stop on my one. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, mine was before actor Edward.
That was fun. Should we do the while you're counting up that one, I'll do. Oh, I've just gone all the way down. I've lost that bit now.
Field Guy, he's there.
Field Guy.
Thank you for putting in the links there, Marlon. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, Marlon's a good guy, man. I must catch up with his streams more. but he's on so late. I mean,
Oh,
well, he's on for a good time for his point of view, of course, you know. But I will catch him one day, I tell you.
1891.
Okie dokie, I've got some 2 cool coins here.
Do you?
I do
Awesome.
indeed.
I will put you up front. There you go.
$18.91 Seated Liberty. Courtesy of Saman Coins and Collectibles. Oh, upside down. 1 cent. Did I have it right way up? Did I? I don't know. Yeah, I did. 1 dime, sorry. What says 1 cent? 1 dime. Isn't that a pretty coin? And there's our halfpenny. The plastic doesn't really give it justice, to be honest. But that's my 2, Skip.
Okay.
I just showed I don't know if you saw a Seated Liberty and a 89.5 penny.
So 1891 was a good year for Canada because we were now producing our own coins in Ottawa instead of the Heat and Mint. And I guess they were playing around with the design a little bit because in 1891 they came out with 2 different versions of the 1 cent coin. One had small leaves and the other one has the large leaves. And this particular one is the large leaf version. I don't know how well you can see that there.
Yeah.
And
so is that the more rarer type?
For the large?
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look. You know what? They combined the 2. There's only 2 million of both types, so they might have done an equal split. I'd have to look into it a little bit more, but
that's one thing about the Canadian coins. There's no diversity really with the coins. You know, if they do a particular coin, they make sure it's equal on either side.
Yeah.
Not like ours. It's like you're going to get this much for this one, and then this much of another. Deal with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And of course, it's nice when you can do up the set.
Oh, look at that!
All right, so you got the 1891s on there.
Oh, beautiful set.
Yeah.
Been
through a lot of hands. And
imagine that whole book's got so many stories going through it.
Oh, tons.
Endless. That's amazing about these coins, how they ended up back into your possession, no matter where you are from the world, and you end up with a coin that's traveled all over the place, you know, places that we probably never even heard of, and then into your collection. That's what's so fascinating.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's happened to my hello? Oh, my page disappeared on me. There it is. And it's 15:14, so I will. Papa G. Papa G's in the house. Good.
Hey, Papa G.
And I'm going to put the magic. Go.
Yeah, with the battle chat thing, with the 5 coins, I think you'll like them. To be honest, they're I think there's YouTube Matchmaker, Irish Collector Lisa, you, and Papa G, if I remember rightly.
1891. Queen Victoria still queen over Canada, and our Governor General is Frederick Stanley, and John A. Macdonald's keeping his hat in the ring.
Just about, I guess. Our monarch is still the same. Prime Minister is Robert Gascoigne Cecil, third Marquess of Salisbury. It's the 24th Parliament. Let's go down through. The London-Paris telephone system is open to the general public. There's not really much going on. There's probably a lot more than it says here.
Well, Canada built a full rigged ship in 1891 at Kingsport, Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow.
And it was the largest sailing ship operated in Canada when it was launched.
Was that transatlantic, or was it just round for the Northwest Passage around?
It doesn't say where it was used.
Alan W.
Also, 1891, the Canadian Rugby Union was formed.
Yeah. Work on the Trans-Siberian Railway begins.
In 1891 was the first of three very serious mining disasters that happened in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia. The first of which was, of course, 1891. And the other ones were 1956 and 58.
That's got to be down to flooding and collapsing with poor structural.
Yeah.
So,
those were terrible disasters. Those.
Yeah, if you're mining, oh man, especially for the younger, for the little ones, you know what I mean? Because back in them days, it was kids going down at 14, 13, 14.
Exactly.
Just reading the chat is just really interesting because I, enjoy listening to what you got to say. Because obviously over here, it's just over here, isn't it? But when you hear about stuff in your country, it's interesting as anything.
LNW is here.
And LNW is here. Haven't seen LNW for a little while.
Yeah, it has been a while. Lachaid, Skol, Keepus, Hulligan, Gulligan, Prost.
Cup of Joe.
Burners.
Is that like a Sprite?
That is the best ginger ale in the world. Made in oak casks.
Oh, okay. My dad would love that. My dad's ginger ale. I can't, but my dad would drink that to the cows coming.
I have it imported from Texas. They make it in Michigan and Texas. Wow, good stuff.
I have to send you. Have you tried ginger ale here?
Well, yeah, but you know what I prefer over there? Your ginger beer.
Oh, okay.
Especially they've got Old English Jamaican ginger beer.
Yeah,
calms your stomach like crazy.
Oh, we get some. I have to send you some. What does Tracy like? What does she miss from Great Britain?
Tracy, stop. Tracy likes, what the heck is it called now? D&B.
Oh, Dandelion Burdock.
Yeah. She can drink that until it comes out her ears, and I just like, ugh.
We'll have to send you some.
That's right up there with mushy peas.
Mushy peas. I never understood mushy peas.
It just tastes like they're let in baking soda too long.
It's like crushed grapes. I just don't get it. This is.
Yeah, there's some things you just shouldn't do. Ugh. Whoa, boy! You can tell Robert's back. Holy mackerel, Andy!
I find the go bit.
Yeah, it takes me 20 minutes to find the go. There it is. I found it.
There we go. Right. Euro coin hunt. That's what I got on mine. German East Africa was made a German colony.
And I've got January 1st, 1891, French troops occupy Nairo, West Sudan. 3,000 were killed.
Wow. 29th December 1891, Edison patents the transmission to signify electrical radio. So electrical signals to radio. So yeah, so that must be low wave, medium wave. I don't think VHF was invented back then. I think it was probably more like the 80s.
Trying to figure out what Robert's saying. January 1st, King Packet Vart sails to Neth Indies. Neth Indies? Would that be West Indies or Netherland Indies?
Packavart sails. King Packavart. It sounds Dutch.
So maybe that's what it is. Back then, it belonged to the Netherlands.
Probably, because a lot of it did, didn't it? The Dutch and all them, they did own a lot of the colonies. 20th of January, Jim Hogg becomes the first native Texan to govern that state. Governor of that state. So Jim Hogg, probably
Boss Hogg.
Yeah, Boss Hogg. You know, in the white suit. Yeah, okay, we do. Boss Hogg becomes the first native Texan to govern of that state.
1891, Drexel Institute of Arts and Science and Industry, founded by Anthony de Drexel. Lucina Ball, educator and sister of the Ball brothers, Ball Jars, assisted founding and was financial secretary. Looks like working for that company was a ball.
Yeah. We actually, I found some ball jars, and you sold some, didn't you? The little marble ball jars, baby. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I found some, and she sold like you come in like green bottles or clear bottles or brown bottles, and they went for quite a bit as well. It's amazing how much they go for. I mean, it's proper thick glass, green. I think sometimes when they're in. 2nd of February 1891 is Groundhog Day. That's a bit of a repeat. It's February 2nd, 1891 is Groundhog Day. February 2nd, 1891 is Groundhog Day. Sorry, it's on repeat. Sorry.
19th December 1891, Canadian Rugby Union forms. Oh, yeah, I know why that sounds familiar. Okay.
26th, Oscar Wilde's Duchess of Padua premieres in New York City. I know Oscar Wilde, Duchess of Padua. I don't think I've ever seen that, to be honest. I like Oscar Wilde stuff.
First time I've heard of it.
Duchess of Padua.
Padua?
Have you heard of it, Stephen?
I've heard of Faye Findus when she wrote when he was in prison.
Interesting. 10th of November 1891, Granville T. Woods patents the electric railway.
It's amazing how much electricity was going around back then, and everybody wants to go electric today. It seems like a massive role reversal. 1891, Camp Chesterfield, Indiana, founded in a spiritualist camp and opened to the public. Oh, that's interesting.
28th of October, 1891, quake strikes Minowari, Japan, killing 7,300 people.
January 27th, mine explosions kills 109 at Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. Yes, that was, if I remember rightly, that wasn't just due to TNT. I think that was down to a lot of gas as well, which is mixed up with the methane.
12th of October, 1891, Astronomical Society of France is inaugurated.
14th of September 1890, Empire State Express train goes from New York City to East Buffalo, a distance of 436 miles. Oh, that's a lot of track.
24th of August, 1891, Thomas Edison patents the motion picture camera.
Yay!
1891.
And we got cameras in our phones.
Yeah.
The 2nd of June, 1801, former Pope Adrian III declares a saint by Pope Leo XIII.
February 6th, the first great train robbery by Dalton Gang, South Pacific, number 17.
Oh, the Dalton Gang. You know, you run with the Dalton Gang, don't you? Jesse James, wasn't it?
I can't say I knew that because I probably did, but forgot.
18th of August, 1891, hurricane hits Martinique. About Martinique. So where is that? Where is? Oh, the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think so.
Stephen's like a walking encyclopedia. So
Well, he should be sitting right next to you then.
I know
That's
that's what I
handy
said
to
to him,
have.
but
Lucky bugger.
he's watching the TV. You're actually on TV right now, by the way.
Oh, is that right? That's good to know, matey. 17th of August, 1891, the electric self-starter for an automobile is patented. What? I thought they had those damn cranks for ages.
Yeah, I'm thinking arm breakers or wrist breakers. 17th of August, 1890, the first public bathhouse with showers opens in New York City. People's Bath. That's not true because the Romans had them.
I agree. Where are we? 1891, Test of the d'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy, originally serialized in British illustrated newspaper The Graphic. It was censored. Ooh.
So the Beveries by Thomas Hardy. Okay, the world's first traveller's checks issued by American Express. Get in. Probably took about 4 months to get there, but
don't leave home without it.
Yeah.
February 18th, Captain Archinard's army fights with Nyamina of Niger in West Sudan. Yeah, see, I keep getting the ones you're supposed to get. The tongue twisters.
26th of July, 1891, France annexes Tahiti.
Uh-huh.
I wonder why, though.
Coconuts. Just guessing. Just guessing.
Yeah, to do with coconuts. They couldn't get into them.
14th of July, 1891, American John T. Smith patents Cork Board. Oh, that made a lot of tax happy.
Do you know, this is a true story, okay? My dad was a professional football player, and he knew some England players. And my dad's boots wasn't like, it's a true story that Stephen knows. And an England player goes, put Cork Board in your boots because it soaks up the water. There you go.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. May the 5th.
When you pop a cork, it's not wet, is it?
No, exactly.
You notice that when a cork comes out of a bottle, you pick it up after coming out of that
it's
bottle.
never wet. It's always stays dry.
Yeah.
May the 5th, the music hall in New York, known as the Carnegie Hall, is a grand open. So he knows
Carnegie
what I'm about.
Hall.
You just said it, Carnegie Hall. You know exactly what
Carnegie.
Carnegie Hall, yeah.
Carnegie Hall. Huh? Carnegie.
Who calls it Carnegie? It's Carnegie.
Carnegie Hall.
I never even heard of it. So he's
Are
coming
you
here.
kidding?
He's
It's
coming here now.
famous.
There he comes.
Yeah, Carnegie Hall in New York.
Yeah.
Oh. Right there. On the other half of his brain.
He's the working half of my brain.
Oh, ho, ho.
Can you see me now or not?
No, they can't see you yet. There we go.
Mm.
He's right there. Look,
Oh,
there he
yeah, I
is.
got a bit of shoulder. Now I got an ear. Oh, there he is. How you doing?
Oh, left.
Yeah, you left.
That's
You're on my right, but you left.
a bit strange.
Shows my reading.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh.
an important one for the UK.
Okay.
May 5th. Sorry, it's not. Crompton and Company introduced the electric kettle in the United Kingdom, making tea that much more interesting.
That's not true. It was my nan with a
No,
saucepan.
they're just making hot water, wasn't it?
26. Henrik Eisbin's plays Heda Gobbler. Is it Gobbler or Gabler?
Yeah.
Premieres in Oslo.
I am familiar with her. Hedda Gabler.
Heda Gabler.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what? Her name rings a bell, really. to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Oh, wasn't she?
Wait a minute. Wasn't she some
Yeah,
sort of talk show host or something?
Hmm.
Do you know what? I'm gonna because that name really rings a bell.
It does. It does me too. It does me too. 29th of June, 1891, a street railway in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, commenced operation.
You know that one's pretty well then.
It's all going to be the same year.
Yeah, it's all 1891 at the moment.
Well, at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, then we go to 1892 afterwards. John Abbott becomes the Canadian's third prime minister.
Oh, that explains that. That was Bud Abbott's brother. You know,
Yeah.
Lou Costello, Bud Abbott. Never mind.
Oh, Abbott and Costello.
Abbott
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. Abbott and Costello.
The 11th of June, 1891, the Puerto Rican flag is adopted. I wonder who adopted it.
Probably it was so he loved flags, a flexitarian.
Hmm.
A flagitarian?
They're called flexitarians, aren't they?
Vexologists.
Flexologists.
Vexologists. They study flags. Vexologists.
U.S. Congress creates Court of Appeal.
Or vexology is the study.
Vexology.
Of,
Yeah.
Vexology is the study of flags.
Evil Arch Conservative says Michelin, it patents the removable pneumatic bicycle tire. Oh, I've changed lots of those.
I think Nepal is the only country in the world who hasn't got a rectangular or square flag.
Who?
No, Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal. They got two triangles.
Yeah, it's not a rectangular or square flag that Nepal have got.
31st of May, 1891. Work on the Trans-Siberian Railway begins.
Yeah.
Ooh, LNW gets one in there.
Oh,
The zipper was developed.
Oh, look what I just got. Tracy would love them.
I just had one of those last week.
Oh,
Yes, we go to British Imports to get ours, and they charged about 4 times. No, I never got one of those.
you can join our club anytime.
My favorites are Galaxies and Minstrels.
Sorry?
Galaxies and Minstrels.
Oh, I love minstrels.
Yeah.
I love minstrels.
And the occasional Lion Bar is good too.
Originals are the best. October 1st, Stanford University opens in California.
I think we missed a couple here. 31st of May, 1891, work on the Trans-Siberian Railroad begins.
I've said that one, I think.
Did you? How about 15th of May, 1891, British Central Africa Protectorate, now Malawi, forms.
No, that was 3 down for me. I got 2 down. I got
Okay.
11th of May, 91, the outs scandal whilst visiting Japan. Prince Nicholas, later or Tsar Nicholas II, survives on assassination attempt. And the next one, that was from Ferrari P45. And then Robert's Coins Adventures says 9th of March, the Great Blizzard of 89 begins in England and lasts until March 13th, kills 200 people and 6,000 animals.
Wow, it's amazing what 1 inch of snow in England will do.
Oh, that's not 1 inch. That was a dusting. That's a dusting snow, honestly.
I'm being terrible. I shouldn't kid about that, but yeah, that's funny.
Canada for snow, mate.
March 18, Britain is linked to the continent by telephone.
Yeah, that was
by telephone. Would that have been something that the Great Eastern might have had something to do with?
Probably, I don't know. Probably, yeah, it might have been.
Someone had to lay the cable.
Yeah. That was probably built by Isambard
Kingdom.
Yeah. The modern tax meter invented by Frederick William Gustav Brun in Germany. Of course, he would, wouldn't he?
The modern taximeter, I didn't get that in Nova Scotia until the mid-70s.
Yeah. He was a taxi driver, wasn't he, for a while?
No, I was a bus driver.
Bus driver. Sort of a similar sort of system back then.
I did buses and trolleys. Evil arch-conservative writes the modern. Oh no, that's not it. 6th of May, 1891. Conductors on the London General Omnibus Company go on strike. Yes.
Yeah. You know why, didn't they? Because they're starting to bring. Obviously, the horses, the omnibus is a double decker.
That's a good bar too.
Yeah, it is a beautiful bar. I done a video on that a few weeks ago. November 29th, the IBEW is organised. I don't know what the IBEW is, to be honest. International Bread Eating World Championships. I don't know.
Couldn't guess. I'd have to look that one up. German government develops first old age pension system. LNW.
Well, do you know what? That's cool from the Germans to do that. April the 1st, French Paul Gauguin leaves Marseille for Tahiti.
Yeah, the right idea. I wonder how long it took them to get there.
Probably a while.
The earliest recorded attempt at hip replacement is carried out by Themistocles Gluck in Berlin using ivory to replace the femoral head. Oh, I would not want surgery done in 1891.
No. I'm so thankful for today. That's one thing I would not like to go back to if I had to try. It's not medical reasons.
No, they wouldn't. There would be an anaesthetist. They just get an
anaesthetist. I mean, someone at the. The only
what would they have?
They
would have ether.
God.
1891. They must have had ether by then.
Yeah.
I think they did, didn't they? Because we've done it before with a dentist, didn't they?
Yeah.
Hello, Admiral. Hello, Captain. Says LNW. 7th of April, Nebraska introduces the 8-hour workday.
Yay.
That's my brother's birthday, that is. 7th of April.
Kids don't have to work 10 hours a day now. April 25th, U.S. President Benjamin Harrison visits San Francisco.
Oh, hang on a minute. April the 1st, the Wrigley Company is founded in Chicago, Illinois. That's actually really cool.
Chewing gum.
Yeah. That's for Robert's Coins Adventures. You've done that one because that's done it twice.
I got where is it? Patty Ferguson wrote Mary Owens was the first female U.S. police officer with the Chicago Police Department in 1891. That's shocking.
That's really interesting piece of history there, to be honest. May the 1st, legendary pitcher C.U. Young wins his first game and played at the Cleveland League Park. Cleveland Spiders 12, Cincinnati Redlegs 3.
Cy Young. Cy Young is very famous. In fact, they have a baseball award called the Cy Young Award that's still given out today.
Oh, do you know what? I love baseball. It's one of my top favorite sports, and I didn't even know that. I just love watching the game. The history of the games. I'm not not well familiar, but I love baseball, and obviously know NFL.
5th August 1891, Elementary Education Act abolishes fees for primary school in UK.
I thought it was later than that. Coinage Hall built.
I think we did Carnegie Hall, didn't we?
Oh, it's the same thing. Carnegie Hall built in New York.
Yeah.
I still can't say that stupid word. 10th of October 1890, First Street Charity Collection in the UK is held at Manchester in aid of the Royal National Lifeboat Institute, which is still going today, the RNL.
Patty writes, Jesse Reno invents the first working escalator. I couldn't wait to see what that one looked like.
Alan W says patent for the Tesla coil. It's not the Faraday cage, is it? That's got to be
not
the
the Faraday cage, but of course it was Faraday that came up with the Tesla coil, right?
Yeah.
May 5th, music hall. No, okay, we got that one already.
Yeah.
May 11th, the Atsu scandal while visiting Japan. Prince Nicholas, later Tsar Nicholas II, survives an assassin. Is that one we got already?
Yeah, we had that one already. Yeah.
Okay. May 13th to the 17th, Kentucky Derby. Isaac Murphy aboard Kingman wins in 2 minutes, 52 seconds, and 25 something or else. I don't know.
That's a lot of 2s and 5s.
Milliseconds? I don't know.
Hundreds of a second, I think it is. White River National Forest established in Colorado.
Colorado. Take me home.
Do you know, it's a state I'd love to go and visit.
1891. I didn't realize P.T. Barnum died that far back.
Oh, right. Okay. That's obviously the Greatest Showman, isn't it? B.T. Barnum.
Phineas T. Barnum.
3rd of March.
When is it? His death?
1891.
What day?
I'm not sure the date.
Oh.
3rd of March 1890, the International Copyright Act of 1891 is passed by the 55th United States Congress. Wow. If you're interested about our copyright, you don't have to actually have a copyright to own a copyright. As long as you got dated copies of your own thing, you don't have to actually own a copyright to own a copyright here in the UK. So, say for example, do you know when somebody says, say you and Tracy are here on visiting, and you give them your camera, can you take a photograph? And they take the photograph. The person who took the photograph, and it's your equipment, owns the photo rights.
You know, it was better during the caveman days. You didn't have that issue.
You just got a big club and bonk.
That's it. It's mine.
The person who chiseled the picture onto the rock.
Yeah. Yeah. That's back when I was born. That was called the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, what does that make me? May 15th, Jules Massenet's opera Griseldes premieres in Paris. Oh God.
Ginger pop.
Ginger pop. I always talked about ginger ale a minute ago.
Yeah.
And I got to stop there now. That's it.
I got to stop there too.
I do not have an 1892 coin to share with you guys, though, unfortunately.
1992. Oh, well, look at that.
You do, though, don't you?
I have an 1892. What kind of
I bet
stats
I
do
have
I
somewhere.
on this? 1892 Canadian 1 cent. Actually, they made quite a few of them. There's 4 million of them made.
Mind you, that was back then. Is probably imagine how many collectors got them now. How many ones have been lost or destroyed?
I'm certain that there'd be a lot of them that are missing.
Yeah, so you're probably looking at, I would say, 1 million around in all sorts of categories going around.
Mm-hmm. Look at the 1892 here. Of course, it's pretty simple. Again, these are made in the Ottawa Mint.
Yeah. Is that Winnipeg? No,
Ottawa. Winnipeg
Ottawa.
hasn't opened yet.
1892.
And with the Vicky on the obverse there.
Is that a bunhead? Yep.
That's a bunhead. You got it. It is a bunhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few people have handled that one for sure. Even though the details on that one are quite good. Again,
There you go. We've got,
safely put in my album.
1892.
You got something there?
Yeah, I just got something on I just found on my phone, something a bit different. Still a Vicky one, but 1892 Queen Victoria silver crown. And as you can see, the famous George on the horse, slaying the dragon, 1892. And I can't wait until 1899. And that's what I got for the 1892 skip. Let's get back to... I've lost Skipper. Is he still with us? Or is he putting his thing back? Right, 1892. He's on mute at the moment.
Oh,
My wife tries to make me mute all the time, but that's okay. So
Okay,
what happened?
1892. Liverpool Football Club was founded. Get in.
yeah.
I had to get that one in, didn't I, Stephen?
Yes, you did. I guess you did.
1892, very important in Canada. The
Ooh.
Canadian Red Ensign was designed, first served as a nautical flag, and then a civil ensign for Canada from 1892 to 1965, when all of a sudden they come up with the maple leaf.
And I think it was me, you, and Dimebag Darren was talking about the Canadian flags a while ago, if I remember rightly.
That's right. They had some interesting designs, I'll tell you.
Yes. Actually, some designs are better than the ones today, I think. I personally believe. I do like the Canadian flag today, but some of the flags you look at, you think, should have kept it, I think.
1886, I think it last time.
I'm
not sure about that, though. Dial square to start with.
The Great Fire of 8th of July, 1892 in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador is remembered as the worst disaster ever to befall that city.
Wow.
And I could see why, because they're nothing but wooden buildings. So they would have gone up pretty bad.
Right, that's where we are there. So hopefully it don't move. Because when you got Robert's Coins Adventures on here and EAC and Alan W and a few others, you just can't find the word go.
Yeah. It gets to be tough.
you know what? I've missed this. I've missed this so badly. You don't realise I've been waiting to do this history with the skipper.
The sad part is I'm only doing it once this week because I've been, as I said, I'm commandeered.
Yeah.
My daughter is moving back to Alberta with her hubby, and
cool.
he's posted to Camp Wainwright. So they're on a house hunting trip today. So we have to go up and visit them on Wednesday.
Well, at least you're a lot closer.
Oh, it's not even 2 hours away. It's far closer than spending the whole day driving.
A plane ride, wasn't it? To where they were.
What's that?
Was it a plane ride, wasn't it? More or less to get to go and see them before, wasn't it?
Before the planes were very inconvenient because it would have taken me hours and hours and hours of waiting in a terminal, and then you have to fly to Vancouver and then fly a smaller plane into where they're living, and they don't even have an airport in their city. Okay.
So you have to.
So they drive, and it takes about 12 hours to drive to their house.
One of his relatives what they're going to see the Niagara Falls. Now you live in Edmonton, right?
Oh yeah,
this is a really funny story.
Aunt Margaret, that was funny. Never been to Canada.
I was going to see the Niagara Falls. Canada's a very expansive country, isn't it? Right, and it's not a straightforward country either. 9 hours, and they not even close yet. They just to prove.
You sure they're going in the right direction?
Oh, he was driving, so he definitely going.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, I drove straight through all the way from Edmonton to Jasper, and she's like,
"Yeah, Jasper.
How far is this? This is ridiculous." I says, "Yeah, but Aunt Margaret, this is nothing. This is just a little wee bit."
Yeah.
I mean, if we drove to Niagara Falls, it would take us 3 days.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, it's only that far. Yeah.
They've had to shrink Canada down, on a 40-degree wash just to get it on the map.
Canada is the second biggest country in area or something in the world.
Yeah. By volume, yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's second biggest in the world, Canada.
But
gigantic.
All she wanted to do was go to the pub. I don't know why we had to do that.
Nice.
It's one thing I never fathomed about the Canadians, though. It's just one thing, and that's having milk in bags.
Oh, not in Alberta. You'll never find that here.
Oh, you won't find that. Oh, so you have it in like containers.
That's Ontario. Go to Ontario, and they put their bloody milk in bags.
You get milk in bags in catering establishments.
Oh yeah, but that's going to be it goes transferred into like a container and stuff like that. But I'm in home milk.
You're saying carrier bags sealed.
Stop.
Yeah.
Now the fun part.
He's got to find his go now.
Where is the go?
I'll give you a clue. 10:47 on here, but that's going to be a different time zone for you.
Where is the go? Oh, I found it. Wow.
Okay, 1892, January the 1st. Bang, we have a bang. Ellis Island opens as a U.S. immigration inspection station. It would go on to be the gateway to the U.S. for more than 12 million people. Wow.
9th December 1892, English Football Club, Newcastle United, founded.
Yeah. Do you know what? To get a ticket at Newcastle, you're looking at almost 4 years.
Oh, forget that noise. I don't like the sport that much.
Liverpool and all them, but Newcastle, to give fair play to them, no matter, because they've been up and down, and they have some of the most passionate fans in the game. It's one of the fun places to go.
Oh, it's like Man City. It would take you 2 decades to see them.
Well, yeah, that's true, because it'd take me long. I'll just go the long way round.
What do we got here? January 7th, mine explosion kills 100 in Krebs, Oklahoma. Blacks trying to help rescue white survivors were driven away with guns. What?
No.
You know, that's taken racism way too far.
Yeah, that you got people. You got obviously white people there with guns who should be helping out the injured and dead, and then you got people coming over trying to help, and then oh my god, small-minded
That's
people.
just horrific.
Do you know, that just blows your mind, doesn't it? The times we've become so far ahead. Rudolph Diesel applies for the patent on the diesel engine.
Hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know his name was Ralph or Diesel, to be honest.
Yeah, me either. Ferrup says the 5th of December, 1892, Sir John Thompson becomes the 4th Prime Minister of Canada. Let's go, Johnny Thompson.
I bet he's turning around in his grave right now, isn't he? Oh,
Probably.
no. 23rd November 1892, Pierre de Coubertin launches the plan for the modern Olympic Games at the Union des Sociétés Françaises des Sports Athlétiques AGM. Now, I know something about that. He actually founded the Olympic Games by accident. I think it's in Greece. There's like 2 holes, and they throw a ball or some kind of thing into a hole, and they realize there's a number of sports, and that's where you got the Olympic Games from. That was the person who introduced the modern Olympic Games today.
Interesting. Alan W., what are you trying to say here? Wright Brothers Bicycle Exchange? They opened up a shop? Is that what that is?
They broke their plane at Kitty Hawk and they turned it into a bicycle. Bicycle. Crank it up a bit.
January 15th. Basketball rules first published in Triangle magazine, written by James Naismith. Yes, Mr. Naismith.
The 8th of November 1890, Grover Cleveland elected the 24th U.S. president.
And he was the only president to have 2 terms that were non-consecutive.
Oh, so a break.
That is true.
Grover Cleveland, yeah. You know, you usually have 4 years, then you have another 4 years. This guy, Grover Cleveland, he served a term, then lost the presidency, then came back to do it again. That wasn't consecutive.
Yeah,
He's the only president to ever do that.
And your next president who can do that is Trump now.
Yes.
Yeah, Donald is trying to do that. Yes.
Yeah, he could do it, but yeah.
18th of October, 1892, the first commercial long-distance phone line was opened. Chicago to New York.
Wow, that's a way, that is.
Hello, Pennsylvania 65000.
January 29th, the Coca-Cola Company is incorporated in Atlanta, Georgia. And the only place that has armed guards at the time to have cocaine delivered.
Yeah. No wonder people got hooked on it. Patty Ferguson writes, February 29th, St. Petersburg, Florida is incorporated.
14th of October, 1892, Arthur Conan Doyle publishes The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Study in Scarlet was it the first one?
Collection of 12 stories, originated published serially in the Strand magazine. So what did you just say? Because
A Study in Scarlet was the very first one, was it?
You know that probably more than I do.
Yeah.
Alrighty. If you can hear that clicking, guys, that's just me with the mouse here. So sorry.
10th of October, 1892, the entire Hong Kong national cricket team dies in a shipwreck in Taiwan.
Wow.
No way.
That's shocking.
It is.
That's like worse than the Man United disaster, really, as well, isn't it?
1958. Yeah, the 23, only 8 players, but 23 people died in that crash.
1st of October, 1892, University of Chicago opens.
LNW, Allison Harlan Bootleg House. LNW. What are you trying to say? LNW's doing that just so they can get a ticky.
February 2nd, a bottle cap patented by William Painter. I like the twist cap. Twist offs. Easy.
27th of September, 1892. Book matches are patented by Diamond Match Company.
Yeah. 9th of September, 1892. E. Bernard at Lick discovers what's that? Almethea. The fifth. Oh, okay, yeah, the fifth Jupiter moon. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Fair 45 says the 27th of August, 1892, New York City's Metropolitan Opera House, opened in 1883, catches fire, and it takes 2 years to restore it.
Wow. February 16th, opera Werther by Jules Massenet premieres in Vienna, obviously in Austria.
General Electric is established in 1892.
2nd of August, 1892, George A. Wheeler is granted a U.S. patent for the prototype of the escalator. That's actually interesting, Stephen.
Yeah.
That's interesting. George Wheeler was not the one that invented it, though. We just covered that. It was someone else, wasn't it?
You could patent something that you don't invent.
Yeah, you can patent.
I think it was Elijah Gray who invented it to the phone. So.
Yeah,
and
you can patent.
Alexander Graham Bell beat him to the patent. So.
Yeah.
Rotten buggers.
Yeah, nasty.
18th of July, 1892, the first human test of a vaccine against cholera. Ukrainian bacteriologist Waldemar Hufkin risks his life by testing it on himself.
Yeah, I was not so long ago watching a video about that.
Could have grown tentacles, for Pete's sake. Got to be careful with that stuff.
An extra arm. Or a wife, even worse.
No. You don't need any extra of those.
11th of July, 1892, U.S. Patent Office says that Joseph Swan, rather than Thomas Edison, invented the electric light carbon for the incandescent lamp. So, yes, again, another conflict there of interest as well.
Yeah. February 22nd, Lady Windermere's Fan by Oscar Wilde premieres at the St. James Theatre in London.
Yeah, that's what he was saying about Lady Windermere's Fan.
Yeah.
10th of July, 1892, the first concrete paved street built in Belfortain, Ohio. Is that right? Belfortain? It is Belfortain, isn't it?
Yes.
Bellefontaine. 8th of July, 1892, St. John's, Newfoundland. Oh, wait a minute. I did this. No. Did I say that? Yeah. It's okay. I'll give it to him anyway. Because I said it. The big fire in St. John's.
February 22nd, Manitoba Rugby Football Union forms. Oh, that's interesting. Manitoba. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't.
Well, that's new for you then, isn't it? This guy has got some really interesting football programs.
Oh yeah,
that's what he collects.
Yeah,
cool. 6th of July, 1892, Dadabi Naroji elected as the first Indian member of Parliament in Britain.
That's interesting. That must have been.
He was only allowed to run on the platform that he would be able to serve everybody vindaloo.
Yeah, or if you really want a quick race, have a madras. I mean a madras. That's if you've got really bad sinuses, have a Madras, honestly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Western Samoa changes the international date line, so that year would be the 367 days in this country.
Interesting.
Well, as far as 45s. Where's the AC? I haven't seen the AC for a little while.
Yeah. Where did the AC go? Doing really good there for a while. Patty. Oh, Patty. Patty. I gotta make you a moderator. Hold on here. There you go, Patty. You're on here a lot. April, the Johnson County War breaks out between small and large ranches in Wyoming.
I mean, I just lost for some reason.
Oh.
Just lost something there, didn't I?
Yeah, so it stopped.
For some reason, it just went off and back on again.
We're at February 25th.
Wasn't it?
Robert's Coin Adventures, February 25th. James Barry's Walker's London premieres in London.
We just got down to where you was reading, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then it just went off, and I completely lost it. Just find.
You lost your spot.
Yeah, it just went off. Everything went blank, and then went back on again. So I'm just trying to find where we were.
Okay, I'll carry on until you find your
Okay,
spot.
Skip. Sorry about that. Oh, we go.
No problem. 12th of June, 1892, the Netherlands Society for Currency and Coin Collecting forms. Yes.
Yay! Numismatics. I think you should get an extra point for that.
I see so little on numismatics in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, there's one.
Chicago South Side Elevated Railroad opens the first 3.6 miles. So Chicago South Side Elevated Railroad opens. So is that like just like on like stilts or posts, whatever?
Yeah, they're elevated. They're ugly as hell too.
Bit of an eyesore.
Yeah.
But useful at the same time. First immigrants passed through Ellis Island on the way to U.S. citizenship. Now we're Dimebag Darren now. That's where I am now.
Yeah, we should have gone for the rabid beaver design. Yeah, okay. February 29th, St. Petersburg, Florida. That sounds familiar. I think we did this.
Dr. Washington Sheffield invents the toothpaste tube.
Oh, that's
on
his
birthday, 22nd of May. Just think that was 120 years later, wasn't it?
A long time
ago.
100 years. 130.
1972. Yeah, 80 years later.
20th of May, 1892, George Sampson patents the clothes dryer.
Oh, wow. What? That doesn't sound right, says Alan W. Charles Bradley King invents the pneumatic hammer, which is really impressive. I think that's got to do with roadworks, I think. Knocking down the jackhammer, as they would call it today.
Yeah. March 11th, the first public basketball game was held in Springfield, Massachusetts.
That was for the Simpsons, wasn't it? U.S. quarantine station opens for on Angel Island, San Francisco Bay. That's interesting, actually.
Surprised you didn't start opening that up again. May 7th, Cook Island issue their first postage stamp.
I have to find some of them. Charles Duray, is that right? Takes the first American-made automotive for a test drive.
Where? There you are.
Far 45.
March 15th, New York State unveils the automatic ballot booth or the voting machine?
George C. Blickensfider patents the portable typewriter. Blickensfider, is that right? Blickensfider.
L&W, check on that to see if that's correct. She's talking about the quarantine station. March 19th, three brothers Hearn play and the same test cricket, England versus South Africa or Cape Town.
Con, you're a cricket buff. You know everything about cricket. You go and watch it all the time. So you've got the three brothers. The Hearns play the same test. See with the three brothers.
Yeah, in the same, like
in the same game.
Yeah. Like Dennis and Leslie Compton, they played for Arsenal in this winter.
Well, the Neville brothers as well.
Yeah, but they didn't play cricket as well.
No, I know. 15th of April, General Electric Company formed by merger of the Thomas Edison's Electric Company with Thomas Houston Electrical Company, arranged by J.P. Morgan, incorporated in New York. Now, J.P. Morgan was the founder of the Titanic, of White Star Line, I remember rightly. He was a financier, wasn't he?
He was one of the financiers. There were several of them in the United States.
Yeah.
That helped bail them out, and I believe he's one of them. I also believe that Astor was another one that was heavily involved in it.
JT Astor and Ismay. Ismay was the owner of White Star Line.
Yeah.
Astor was one of the financiers who sailed on the Titanic, but J.P. Morgan was set to sail on the Titanic. Said he was unwell, he couldn't go, but he was on holiday. He was seen on holiday doing something, and that's where this conspiracy started from.
Yes. L&W says Lady Windermere's fan is produced.
We've had that one already, I believe.
Did we?
When I spoke, but we can put it down if you want to. It's entirely up to you. June 5th. LOL fire of, I don't know what it means. June 5th, a fire in Oil City, Pennsylvania, in US, kills 130, says Patty Ferguson. I haven't seen the AC. Oh, there's the AC down there. Look, there she is.
April 19th, Charles Duryea takes the first American-made automotive for a test drive.
I believe we've had that one as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Breakfast cereal.
1892, shredded wheat breakfast cereal first sold to restaurants by Henry Perky.
Love shredded wheat.
I had it this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like the minis.
Yeah. Baby wheats.
Baby wheats. April 28th, the first performance of Antonian Dufox Overture. Carnival Overture. First performance of Antonian Dufox Overture. Carnival Overture.
EAC says approximately 1891-92, Ota Benga was born in the Congo, would later be displayed in the Bronx Zoo. What is Ota? What is Ota Benga? Is that a gorilla?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was like a silverback gorilla, wasn't it? Ota Benga. I'm going to find out quickly because that's actually intriguing me.
While you're doing that,
It's
L&W says the wreck of the SS Becara. Okay, so the SS Becara went down in 1892.
Oh no, Ota Benga was a Matabuti man known as being featured as an exhibit in the zoo.
You got to be kidding.
He was raised by
A human being that was held in a zoo.
as a human zoo exhibit in 1906 in the Bronx Zoo.
Unbelievable.
Born 1883 and died 1916.
Christ, he's 33.
Wow. Paul, oh my gosh. Do you know, that's just captivity over and over again, isn't it? The wreck of SS Barracuda.
Yeah, got that one already.
Kentucky Derby, Lonnie Clayton aboard Azara wins 2¼ furlongs, 2 miles. Is that 1? What's that word? 2. Is that 2 minutes,
Long.
4.5 seconds?
2.4.5 seconds. 2 minutes, 4.5 seconds.
Has to be, doesn't it?
2.4.5, it says.
Yeah, so it must
2
be.
minutes, 4.5 seconds.
17th of December, 1892, Vogue magazine is launched.
Still going.
At Lick Observatory, Edward Emerson Bernard discovers, we've had that one, the third moon of Jupiter, the natural satellite found in direct visual observation.
Yeah, got that one already.
National Society of Colonial Dames of America founded. The 4-day New Orleans General Strike begins. That's interesting.
8th of November.
May 21st, Ragaroo, Leon Chavalello's opera, the first Pagliacci, yeah? Pagliacci,
yeah.
in Milan. It's obviously Spanish. It's Italian, isn't it? So it's Milan.
Mm-hmm.
February 23rd, Rudolph Diesel attains the paint. We've had that one with the ignition system. The compression ignition system. That's actually quite cool. Samoa changes its time zone. Yep, we've had that one. 3 hours behind, so it's like 4th July. 10th of October 1892. Jackie Howe shares a total of 321 sheep in 7. That's the world record at the time. 7 hours and 40 minutes. Blackall, Queensland. Yeah, and the rebel still stands. Yes. Francois Henbrequik patents his system for reinforced concrete. That's obviously with rebar. Evil Arch Conservative says Russian-born bacteriologist Waldemar Halfrich demonstrates his first anti-cholera, but we've spoke about that, I believe. Pledge of Alliance is written by Alan W. May the 28th, Sierra Club, formed by John Muir and others in San Francisco for the conservation of nature. 25th of May 1892. German football club Herfia BSC is founded in Berlin. They're a good side, actually.
Yeah.
June the 6th, Chicago South Side elevates. We've had that one. Have I missed some here?
I don't think so.
I think you're flicking through them pretty quick because you have seen some of them.
Yeah. August the 1st, the first electric light bulb in Bulgaria used in Polodiv Fair. Polodiv.
Yeah, that's where they would demonstrate all that stuff. Yeah.
German pathologist Curtis Schmeitbusch proposes the medical dressing should be sterilized daily prior to surgery and designs a form of autoclave to facilitate this. So that's actually really interesting because the autoclaves, we spoke about the autoclave prior, which is obviously high pressure steam in high temperature to kill all the bacteria.
Amazing how long it took them to finally get that going.
Yeah, I worked with lots of autoclaves in my day. June the 7th, Republican conservation in Minneapolis begins. That's Robert's Conservation and Again, the last one I've got here, the Hona A. Plessy refuses to go to segregate R&R car. Plessy or Plessy v. Ferguson. It's obviously a court case of some kind. Homer A. Plessy refuses to go to segregated R&R car. Is that something to do with like apartheid? If it's segregated R&R car, railroad car?
I would say it's something along that lines.
Like Rosa Parks, where she refused to go and move and stuff like that. Similar. But that's all I got there for me anyway. You didn't want me shooting for them quick, did you skip?
No, we're down. The only thing I see is a Republican convention in Minnesota and Minneapolis began. And you got that one.
I thought I was way beyond because I lost where I was going, didn't I? It just went blank, didn't it?
Yeah. No, we're good. I hit the stop sign.
I just got to find the stop sign now then. Oh, Taffy Coins is still lurking. Oh, she's getting off the bus.
Of course.
I forgot. Do you know what? It must be an absolute day for EAC because it's not a short bus ride either, is it?
One thing for sure, having her on here, you realize she's on the bus a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that?
1893. Holy mackerel. Hi,
Great history comes through her.
Yeah.
Hi, Lightning. Oh, you've been outside. Yes, you have.
Lightning.
Yeah, she's raining out here now.
We've had the same weather as you today.
We needed it.
No.
1893.
I got some nice juicy 1893 coins.
I'll bring you up in a second here so we can look. Again.
One of these is courtesy of Sandman Coins and Collectibles, so please check out his channel.
Yeah, there we go. 1893. 1 Canada 1 cent.
Wow.
Yeah, those are favorites of mine.
Right. Where's my 1893 coin? Right, this is my halfpenny. The plastic doesn't do it justice. I'm so sorry. Only just under, well, just 7.5 million made. And this is courtesy of Sandman Coins and Collectibles. It's the Expedition 1893 silver $half.
Oh, sweet. Oh, is that Christopher Columbus on there?
Yeah. So please check out his channel, guys. He shows amazing stuff, I tell you.
Yeah. Darren, who are you asking about moving to Red Deer?
We'll move to Red Deer. Sounds like an awesome place.
Well, they got Gasoline Alley, and you got Peter's, and you got all the really nice restaurants.
I believe that's 90% silver as well, if I remember rightly.
Oh, cool.
And I'll tell you what, when he does stuff. He doesn't do things by half, does he?
Oh, that's for sure. And go.
I can't wait until Skipper opens up his package.
Hmm?
I'll show you what I'm going to give him later. I know he's been after one of these for a long time.
Oh, and he can hear you as well.
I know, but it's just like a bit of a teaser in his ear.
All right.
I'll tell you what, he put me. I had to stop the video the other week. He sent me something really cool,
All right.
and I'm gonna have to do the same back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the same. But he'd have a smile from ear to ear, honestly.
Oh, 1893. They got rid of John A. Macdonald. They got John Hamilton Gordon as Prime Minister in Canada.
1893. The colony of Natal gives self-governing to status, and the HMS Victoria, flagship of the Mediterranean Fleet, collides with HMS Camperdown and sinks in 10 minutes. Vice Admiral Sir George Tyrone going down with it, of course. As I say, captains go down with the ship.
Yep.
The Royal Naval's first destroyer, HMS Havoc, undergoes sea trials. I think that was used in World War One as well, if I remember rightly.
Quite a few of the the typical lifespan for many of those ships is between 20 and 25 years.
Yeah.
So it's most likely that we would have made it into after World War One.
And I think the Prince of Wales was a dreadnought with it wasn't classed as a battleship. It was more like a fast cruiser, which is I think the HMS Hood was also a fast cruiser, even though it wasn't like a heavy battleship. I mean, they both went after the Bismarck, and obviously it sunk, it exploded. There's a film of it, but a lot of our ships were from pre-World War Ones. Miss Seven Bow.
So here's a bit of trivia about the White Star Line. What is unique about every ship in the White Star Line?
Well,
it's unique to White Star Line alone.
What you mean, like the three sister ships?
No, all the ships from the get-go. What is the unique thing about the White Star Line ships?
I honestly don't know much about the others, but I think the uniqueness was they all crashed with Captain Edmund Smith.
I thought you might pick that one. No, every ship ended with IC in the name.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, Britannic, Olympic, and Britannic.
Go all Oceanic. Go back.
Oceanic.
They're all IC.
Yeah. That's interesting because they probably don't like the IC in it anymore, especially the Titanic. It's got IC.
They were icky ships.
Icky ships. Icky ships. You know, that's actually pretty interesting. Right, let's find.
Stop.
Already? No.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
I'll find your go. Where's your go gone?
I even found the go.
Wow.
And the first one out the door was actually Patty Ferguson, who is now a moderator. Hey, Patty. Don't forget to share out your links, guys.
Absolutely.
April 1st, the rank of Chief Petty Officer is established in the U.S. Navy.
You don't want to mess around with a Chief Petty Officer. 1893, January the 1st, U.S. College Extension courses for credit, University of Chicago. Do you know we have a lot of Chicago history today? It's actually pretty cool.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Anyway. 1893, Colorado allows university suffrage 17 years after becoming a state.
Wow, that's awesome, isn't it? I'm not actually talking to myself when I talk. I've got my best friends right here, so
I'm aware of that.
There you go.
There's half of my head.
I can feel the radiant transmutation of energy coming through from that one
That's
side.
cool.
Yeah. It's not too much of a... We've only got half the screen.
1893, panic of the New York Stock Exchange.
There's my glasses.
Yeah, he's Invisible Man. You see right through him sometimes.
Yeah.
Crashing and starting a depression. Oh wow! So that must have been the kickoff then for like the 20s crash, wasn't it?
Maybe. Not in 29.
24th of December, 1893, Henry Ford completes his first useful petrol gasoline-fueled engine. Cool.
Oh, just gone up too far. Right. January the 1st, Japan adopts the Georgian calendar.
Gregorian.
Oh, Gregorian, yeah, which is obviously the 365 days and blah, blah, blah. Why did I say that? I know it's Gregorian.
5th of December, 1893, electric car built at the Dixon Carriage Works in Toronto could go 15 miles between charges.
But it takes about 4 days to charge. If you find a charging point, that is. 19th of November, 1893, the first newspaper color supplement in New York World. Does New York World now the New York Times, you think?
I don't know. June 21st, the first Ferris wheel opens to the public at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago.
Hence this coin.
Yeah. History.
12th of November 1893, the Treaty of the Durand Line is assigned between present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan. That's still running today, isn't it?
Well, we all know who kept going across that line. 7th of November 1893, U.S. state Colorado accepts female suffrage.
The 30th of October 1893, the U.S. Senate approves repealing Sherman's Silver Purchase Act of 1890.
Interesting. January 2nd, Webb C. Ball introduces railroad chronometers, which become the general railroad timepiece standards in North America. I would imagine that would be the pocket watch.
I don't know where you are, Skip, but I must be somewhere around. 1893, hurricane hits coast between Savannah, Georgia, and Charleston, South Carolina.
January 2nd, the first U.S. commemoratives and first U.S. stamp to picture a woman issued. Queen Isabella, patron of Columbus.
Wow. Nebraska Foods invents the cream of wheat. Cream of wheat? Wow. Okay.
I cannot stand cream of wheat.
Never even heard of it.
I can handle the oats, Quaker oats, but cream of wheat. Ugh.
That sounds good. Thomas
February.
Edison. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Thomas Edison finishes construction of the first motion picture studio of West Orange, New Jersey.
1st of October, 1893, the third worst hurricane in U.S. history kills 1,800 people in Mississippi.
Wow. We've had that one, haven't we? Frank Joria drives the first American-made gas-propelled vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Third,
that one's yours.
okay, the first. I love you, bro. The third of January, Puerto Leach Tchaikovsky's final opera, Lolanta, the first performed outside Russia of Habsburg, Germany.
I should be ashamed of myself giving that to you. 19th of September, 1893, New Zealand becomes the first country to grant all women the right to vote. Hello, I did not know that about how progressive New Zealand was.
I believe they probably need it for the population because there probably wasn't that many populated down there at that time. Shaku Soen, the first Zen teacher to visit the West, Chicago. Ooh. So first time to visit the West. So that's obviously the United States, and it's Chicago, the state.
Interesting. February 11, Janos Kisonka and Donat Banki apply for a patent for the carburetor in Hungary.
Oh, that's actually interesting. So the mixture of fuel and air. The panic of 1893 was national economic crisis to set off the collapse of two of the country's largest employers, the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad. Do you pronounce it as Reading or Reading? I would say Reading.
Canada, Reading, U.S., Reading. Potatoes.
Yeah.
11th of September, 1893, Bronx Gas and Electric Company opens on Frisbee and Tremont Avenue. Frisbee, huh?
Sounds like it's a flyby. The 4th of September, 1893, English author Beatrix Potter first writes the story of Peter Rabbit for a 5-year-old boy. There we go. British coins come into it.
Yeah.
I'm having that one as a numismatic thing there.
January 6th, the Great Northern Railway connects Seattle with the East Coast.
Great North. Wow. So that's what, from Vancouver down to Seattle?
Seattle to the East Coast, that would be like going all the way from
New York,
Seattle on the west side to Maine, for instance. East to west, right across the country.
I got it round the wrong way, didn't I? France introduced the motor vehicle registration includes a driving test. That's France was thinking ahead there.
Yeah, well, after they had so many people run over because they didn't know how to drive.
I think they still do, don't they? In that Lincoln Arch, the Trump stupid roundabout thing. Do you know what?
10th of August, 1893, Chinese deported from San Francisco under the Exclusion Act.
Oh.
Geez, after all the railroads they built.
Yeah, all the navies they built needed to get rid of them, I should imagine.
Yeah.
Daniel H. Williams completes the first successful open heart surgery, says the AC. Do you know what? I thought it was later than that because I thought it was an American soldier who done the open heart surgery. Oh, no, sorry. That was the heart transplant, wasn't it? Yeah. He needed to call the bodies, if I remember rightly. Or the people, not the bodies, because they're class as dead, but to slow the heart rate down. That's why. Mm-hmm. So you have to freeze the bodies, basically.
Patty Ferguson is being
Wow.
this. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Someone trying to call through. Patty Ferguson is getting really emotional about this one because Catherine Lee Bates wrote American the Beautiful after admiring the view from the top of Pikes Peak in Colorado. And she says, I live close.
Do you know what? I got a beautiful American the Beautiful coin set. It's really nice. 2020.
Ooh.
So if you find, if you do find your country beautiful, you are. I think that's beat to the punch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
9th of August 1893, the first U.S. bowling magazine, Gut Holtz publishes in New York. Wow.
January 6th, the Washington National Cathedral is chartered by Congress. The charter is signed by President Benjamin Harrison.
He had a bit of a short reign, didn't he? He wasn't exactly the best president, wasn't he, Harrison?
I don't know. I wasn't around for that one.
Vizcaya Bridge, largest transport bridge in the world, opens at River Isabella, designed by Basque architect Alberto de Palico. Oh man, my reading. Vizcaya Bridge, largest transport bridge in the world, opens at River. Where's the river? Isabella.
It's got to be in South America.
Do you know what? It sounds Brazilian. A basket artist, but it could be actually no. Sounds Brazil, or do you reckon that's Argentinian?
1893. I don't know. 22nd of July, 1893, Catherine Lee Bates writes America. Oh, we already got that one. 13th of July, 1893, Germany Army Bill is ratified. An Army Bill?
Yeah, that's going to be like for the armed forces, just to reform the armed forces, I should imagine. It sounds about right, doesn't it?
1893. 1893.
Because was it just after the Austrian Germany alliance? I can't remember what it's called now.
There's a lot of stuff going on in that time frame. I mean, leading up to the Second Boer War, but you also had the Crimean War in there too.
Yeah, so it must have been.
The Crimean War. How far back was that now? No, wasn't that 18? No, that's for way.
Crimean War was before the Boer
That's
War.
1853 or something like that. That's way back.
Yeah.
What was going on? Okay, I'm gonna pull my hair out here trying to figure this one out. October 5th, Johns Hopkins Medical School opens in the United States.
11th of July 1893, a revolution led by the Liberal general and politician Jose Santos Zelaya fakes a overstate power in Nicaragua. That's actually interesting. I got a Nicaraguan banknote the other week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
A video on that.
January 11th, Jap Eden skates a world record 1,500 meters in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's pretty freaking fast.
That's pretty fast. 11th of July 1893, the first cultured pearl is obtained by Koluchki Minimoto, or Mikimoto. It's obviously Japanese. Taiwanese.
Mickey Moscow?
Yeah, give it to his wife, Minnie. Yay!
First commemorative coin and postage stamp. Where? Who? Which one? L and W. Which one?
This one, the Expo, first commemorative 1893. That was the first American commemorative coin, wasn't it? The Expo coin.
9th of July, 1893, Daniel Williams repairs the torn pericardium of a knife wound patient, James Cornish, without penicillin or blood transfusion.
Wow.
The lucky bugger's lucky to be alive. Well, he's not alive now, but holy crap.
And that, like, your pericardium is like your main blood vessel going through your leg or something?
Me being a non-medical layman, I couldn't tell you. I've heard of the name. I just don't know what part of the body it's in.
I think that's a pericardium. I think that's at your tibia, isn't it?
Not sure.
The first
I have-
day, the first San Francisco Bay City Club opens the first U.S. bicycle racetrack made of wood. Made of wood.
Interesting.
San Francisco Bay City Club opens the first U.S. bicycle racetrack made of wood. Is that what we call like a what's it also aerodrome?
Oh, velodromes.
Velodromes, yeah, that's it.
Pericardium. The pericardium, also called the pericardial sac, is a double-walled sac containing the heart and the roots of the great vessels. So there's actually the sac that surrounds the heart.
Oh wow, I was way off then.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a doctor either, by the way. I'm just guessing.
No, but it's good to look it up.
Yeah.
Robert's Coin Adventures, January 13th, U.S. Marines land in Honolulu from the USS Boston to prevent the Queen from abrogating the Bayonet Constitution. That's a sore point with me when we're talking about how they treated the royal family and the government of Hawaii.
Yeah. Sheldon was saying a while ago about that. It is kind of shocking, really, from their point of view, you know. 27th of June, 1893, the great stock crash on New York Stock Exchange. One of many leading up to the Great Depression.
Exactly. 21st of June, 1893, the first, we got that one, first Ferris wheel. 7th of June, 1893, Mahatma Gandhi's first act of civil disobedience.
Nagai Nagatoshi synthesizes methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see that INE there. Methamphetamine from ephedrine.
We now know who to blame, right?
Yeah, that guy, evil arch conservative's friend, Nagiyoshi.
Do we have to go down with the ship? Yeah, okay. 31st May 1893, Whitcomb Judson of Chicago patents a hookless fastening zipper.
Yeah, we call it buttons. Toggles. January the 17th, Queen Louis Canalani, I have no idea, is deposed by an American coup. Kingdom of Hawaii becomes a okay. Yeah, okay, the Queen. That's virtually what we said a minute ago.
Yeah. September 11th to the 27th, the World Parliament of Religions opens in Chicago.
11th of May, 1893, Henry Disengrange established the world's first bicycle world record, traveling 35.325 kilometers, which is 21.95 miles an hour. Well, that is quick back then. And do you know what the world record is right now?
No.
117 miles an hour.
Woo-wee. Boy, we have come a long way.
We can probably do that on our bikes now, that speed.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
no kidding.
It's amazing, though, how fast that was back then to an average person to today.
Well, things moved at a much slower pace back then.
I
10th
remember
of May,
watching
1893, Imperial Institute in London opens.
1959, Henrik Eisben's play The Master Builder premieres in Berlin. That's pretty cool.
12th of July, 1893, Dundee Football Club is formed.
Don't say that to Dean, where he likes Dundee United. Kawachi Mini Coat, which is in Japan, develops a method to seed and grow cultural perils. Okay, I think that was a polite way of saying what we just.
1893, West Britain invents a process of producing hollow cast lead toy soldiers. I used to love my lead soldiers.
What's W? Oh no, that's going to be someone Britain. That is.
Yeah, W. Britain.
Yeah.
Probably William.
William Britain. Yeah. January 8th, Edward McDowell's Hamlet and Othello premieres in Boston.
I still have 2 lead soldiers.
You do, don't you, in your display case? Don't
In
you?
my display case back there. I got 2 lead soldiers. They're heavy, really heavy. They're not like the little ones. They're big.
No, they almost 6.5 inch, aren't they, or something like that?
Yeah, they're at least that. January 8th, Edward McDowell's Hamlet. Did we do that one? Hamlet and Ophelia?
Yeah.
Henry Luke Billy discovers a method of treating smut with formaldehyde. What?
What? Okay. The Royal Navy's first destroyer, HMS Havoc, undergoes sea trials.
What are you doing?
Robert's coin inventors, February 1st, Giacomo Puccini's opera Manon Lescaut premieres in Turin, Italy.
Going back down and saying, what is smut? Wow, yeah. What is smut? I'm not even gonna.
Well, you know what? Work on me.
Mary Kingsley lands in Sierra Leone on the first of her journeys throughout
smut?
Africa in the interest of anthropology and natural history.
Oh, there you are. That's EAC that did that. Smut. The smuts are multicellular fungi characterized by the large numbers of telespores.
Yeah.
Unlike
So they're repeating. They're not. They're like. They look like the fungus looks like little mushrooms basically, but it's a whole colony underneath. It's one bacterium. February
1st, Thomas Edison completes world's first movie studio at West Orange, New Jersey. Oh, cool.
Evil Arch Conservative says the geometric exercise in paper folding by T. Sandra Rowe is the first published in Madras, India, I guess. Do you know what's in Madras? Every time I think of Madras on an Indian.
30th of November, 1893, University of Wales is incorporated by Royal Charter.
Oh, that's interesting, actually. Okay, sweetie. I'll be up there in a bit. October 7th, Finley Peter Dunn introduces his character, Mr. Dooley, in the Chicago Evening Post.
Oh, what did you do?
Good night, sweetheart. Love you. Right. When you go to bed, don't fall out. Don't
Good night, guys.
Yeah, don't fall asleep with your foot in your mouth this time.
Good night. Tell because we've got to be up early for the vets in the morning.
1893, the first Ferris wheel, named after George Washington Gale Ferris Jr. He graduated from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and he was a Pittsburgh.
He was a Pittsburgh.
I don't know if he was actually a Pittsburgh. I think he's probably from Pittsburgh.
Was from Pittsburgh, yeah.
Oh, well.
February 7th, Vanderbilt University claims it participated in the first organized intercollegiate basketball game at the Nashville YMCA Gymnasium. Vanderbilt beat YMCA 9-3.
Adam Pelozia describes osteoporosis for the first time. Wow.
10th of August, 1893, Preston, Lancashire enters the United Kingdom weather records with the highest 5-minute total rainfall of 32 millimeters. As of August 2018, this record remains. Really?
Yeah. November 7th, Colorado granted right to vote.
Wow. Dimebag said something and retracted. Okay. February 9th, Giuseppe Verdi's comic opera Falstaff, now I'm familiar with that, premieres at La Scala in Milan, Italy.
I like Giuseppe Verdi's stuff. Oh no, it's done it again. Why does it do that?
February 24th, the American University is chartered by an act of the Congress of the United States of America. And December 20th, Evergreen Park, Illinois is incorporated. 1893, the American National Sculpture Society is founded.
I'm right up, you know. The Norwegian Enya Holbazan skates world record 500 meters in 48 seconds, I believe. Norwegian Elina Halvorsen skates a world record 500 meters. That's obviously ice skating, isn't it? 500 meters in 48 seconds.
Yeah, honorable mention here, Miss Southern after the stop.
Swami Vivekananda, 1868, is the best known in the United States for his groundbreaking speech to the 1893 World's Parliament of Religions, in which he introduced Hinduism and America. We got stop.
Yeah. Okay. Woo. 1893 is quite a bit for 1893, eh?
That was loads. I enjoyed that.
Wow.
I'm going to quickly show you my 1894 coin because you're going to shoot it, Stephen, in a minute. So I was going to shut the camera off a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's my 1894. It's obviously a 3p, 95 silver. And I love these 3p. The plastic doesn't give you justice. There's just under 2 million of these made. So very rare now, I should imagine.
Taffy's all excited. He's actually saw some Welsh history.
Good. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Oh, righty. Okay. Well, I'm going to switch over to my 1894 screen here. Bring out the book. 1894. Yep, I got one of those. $1894 1-cent coins in Canada. 2,500,000 of them were produced in Ottawa. And I've lost my white. Where did my white glove go? Well, I'll hold it on the edge. There we go. There's the 1894. Not the best of shape, but not the worst either. And we're going to put down go right now. There you go. You can go. 1894 in Canada, Queen Victoria was still our queen, and Governor General was the Earl of Aberdeen, and Prime Minister was still John Thompson during 1894. It's getting closer to the 1900s. Things are starting to change. Of course, technology is starting to change. You're still seeing a lot of horse and buggy on the roads, but then you're starting to see some very primitive automobiles. During 1894, Winchester come out with the 1894 model Winchester. It's actually used right up through World War II in the hands of the Canadian Pacific Coast Rangers, who were issued them to defend the west coast of Canada. And even to today, Canadians, the Rangers typically were given the older models. They had Lee Enfields up to just recently, and now they've got some really nice rifles. They just switched them over, so they're always the last ones to get it, but they. I don't know whether it's just a tradition or it's just a feeling that they're a second line of defense. I don't know.
The Lee Enfield rifle is a beautiful rifle.
Oh, it's a lovely rifle, but they've just changed them over. They didn't even switch them over to the Fabrique Nationale SLRs when we got rid of those. They could have had them, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's so cold up there.
Yeah.
That they typically prefer the bolt action.
Yeah.
Over anything that's gas operated.
I think the SLRs though with cold weather don't put with the gas operated gun, as you say, and it's left-handed breech as well. It wasn't very feasible because the breech handle was very small. I
never had an issue with the SLRs in the north, but then again too, we were part of the professional army, so they tend to keep them well oiled and out of the elements as much as possible. Whereas if you are a Canadian Ranger, these people are they're folks that live on the land. And they're used, and it's going to be a lot dirtier and a lot colder and a lot more miserable conditions than what we went through. So I could see it.
If you've never held an SLR, they're very long and they can be very heavy.
oh, believe me, I'm 10 pounds fully loaded.
Yeah,
with the 20-round magazine.
Heavy.
Yeah,
and very accurate, up to over 2 miles, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, if you're that good a shot.
Yeah.
I was good at 200 meters. Beyond that, forget it.
But very accurate. I think they're still in use today by some of the African armies. But they are reliable, though. They were reliable in warm weather. But I did actually get a chance to actually fire an SLR, so I know. But they were too long for me. That's how I went with the Lee Enfields. Much from holding that Lee Enfield rifle, going on to an SLR, then going back to that Lee Enfield again, it's like holding a balloon.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Of course, when they started coming out with the newer weapons, they didn't have wooden stocks and all that stuff.
No.
They really reduced the weight.
Now the SA-80s, I think it's Mark 4 now. I think the SA-80s now. So I missed your coin skipper. What did you show in the end?
Oh, just the 1894 1 cent. The
Okay.
standard stuff.
Still beautiful coin.
Yeah, it
Regardless.
is.
You're all by yourself there, Skip. I'm still in the basement.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet right now. Look at that already. Stop. They're like, really already?
Already. I can't believe that. So, you know, 5 minutes goes really quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I'm on the go already.
Really, you're good. I'm still looking for it. Oh my lord!
Robert Coins event is lots. Should I start, Skip?
You can start it now. I found the go.
Okay. 1894, January the 1st, Denmark adopts adopts mid-European time.
Oh, okay. Fair says 22nd December 1894, the United States Gulf Association is formed in New York.
Manchester Ship Canal. Oh, okay. Manchester Ship Canal in England opens to traffic. If you ever come to England, just a quickly fun fact: if you ever go to England, you can actually go from Manchester Canal all the way through up to Mersey. It costs £10, and that's a return trip as well. It's a long voyage, but some of the stuff you see is really, really cool.
That would be an interesting trip. I don't think I'd ever get my wife on it, but you know, her idea is to get to point A to point B and be damned all the stuff in between. Whereas my favorite part is the travel.
Yeah, the same as me. I think Zoe's not like that. I think she go and visit stuff as she needs because she loves architecture. So
yeah, one shopping mall to the other. Let's see. So you did the ship canal in England opens to traffic, right? 22nd December 1894, Dutch coast is hit by a hurricane.
Evil Arts Conservative. My great grandfather Jesse A. Babout, born died 1976. Dad's side, I was 13 when he died. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Again, that's my favorite part is when you can put in some personal stuff.
My granddad, he died in 1983 and he was 90. So that would put him in the 1800s as well. So it must be about the same age as you're, more or less in the same area, EAC.
Yeah, my grandfather's born in 1907.
Wow.
And my father was born in 28.
My dad was born in 28.
Whoa,
1928. Yeah, the 5th of March, 1928.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's so cool. Where are we? October 14th. Oh, done that one. 21st December 1894, Mackenzie Bowell becomes the 5th Prime Minister of Canada.
9th of December, 1894, Roman Catholic wins the parliamentary election in Belgium. That's pretty interesting.
January 1st, South African Amateur Athlete Union is founded in Johannesburg.
Oh no. Why does it keep losing connection like that?
Are you having problems with your machine?
Yeah, it keeps going off for some reason.
Okay. 19th of November, 1894, first mushroom on a stamp, China. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
First mushroom on it. All right. That means it was a politician, right? No, never mind.
Yeah, there was no room for that. 16th of November, 1894, 6,000 Armenians massacred by Turks in Kurdistan. Oh, wow.
Whoa. January 1894, future Saint Maximilian Maria Kolbe, Catholic priest and friar, was born.
1st November 1894, Nicholas II becomes the new Tsar of Russia after the death of his father, Tsar Alexander III.
Mm-hmm. January 7th, William K. L. Dixon captures Fred Ott's Sneeze as a motion picture at Thomas Edison's Black Maria Studio, West Orange, New York. Do you actually understand that? It was a big movie. They got the sneeze.
Sneeze, yeah. And I think you can actually see it on YouTube today. I'm pretty sure, because I think it's like flickery, but it's like in stages, but really quickly goes up. The vaccine of diphtheria announced by Dr. Roux of Paris. Diphtheria. Cripple Creek miners' strikes begins. Cripple Creek's miners' strike begins. That's interesting. In 1894, Daniel Cooper patents time clock. Patents the time clock.
Well, isn't that something else?
First Tim Hortons drive-through. Yeah. Oh, he does that, doesn't it?
Hey, I missed it. The whole thing doesn't last very long.
No, it's like a few seconds, isn't it? A moustache, I think.
Wow, that was exciting. Holy crap.
First Tim Hortons drive-through.
Oh my God. Quiet. Okay, we're at Robert's Coin Adventures. Do we vaccine already?
Yeah.
Okay. 30th of October, 1894, Daniel Cooper patents the time clock.
Yeah. And Tim Hortons drive-through. I'm up with Ferrari with the first selection of Hawaiian Republic.
Dimebag Darren, you're full of it. First, Tim Hortons drive-through, 1894. Tim Horton was a hockey player. I think it's 1964 was the date for the first Tim Hortons. Give me a break, you goofball.
Is he trying to trip me up there?
Yeah, he's trying to trip us up. Unfortunately for him, there's a Canadian in here that knows better.
I wouldn't know. I don't. We have a great hockey team. I think a lot of the Canadians come and play here. The Swindon Wildcats, and they play in Canada as well. The Premier League, so they are pretty high up. There's a lot of Canadians play in Swindon. If I read out some of the names, you probably might recognise them. But I'm not actually. I really honestly don't know much about, apart from the David. Is it the Stanley Cup? Is it the Stanley Cup?
Stanley Cup, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really know about ice hockey. It's a rough and tumble game. I do like it, but if it's on, I'll watch it. But it's very rare we get it here. But I have been to an ice hockey game, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, he's trying to trip me up there, is he, on that one? Tim Hortons.
29th October, 1894, first election of the Hawaiian Republic.
Yeah. And November the 6th, William C. Hooker of Abingdon, Illinois, is granted a United States patent for a spring-loaded mousetrap. Wow, okay.
January 8th, Columbus World's Fair in Chicago is destroyed by fire.
Oh, well, that's it's not good. Japan defeats China in the Battle of Pyongyang. Man, that
5th of September 1894, London taxi driver George Smith is the first to be fined for drunk driving.
Man, you had to be way out of it to get a drunk driving fine back in them days.
Yeah.
forest fire destroys Hickley, Minnesota. About 600. I'm like, what? 600 people die, man. What are they
Really,
told? Stay in
you
your
got to
homes?
understand, back then, of course, the population was far lower than it is now.
Yeah.
When you say 600 people, that's the whole frickin' town.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what was it? You must stay in your homes, and
The fire won't touch you as long as you stay behind the walls. Yeah, okay.
yeah. The smoke will though.
January 9th, George Feydeau's La Petite premieres in Paris. Okay.
That sounds a bit ominous. That one. Ooh la la. British explorer Frederick Lingard's expedition to Nigeria.
Did you miss one there?
Nope.
Astronomical photographer Julia Shiner devises a film speed measurement system.
Julia Schneider. So that's
Shiner, yeah. Should be on Netherlands now.
Yep.
26th August 1894, Netherlands Social Democratic Workers' Party forms.
Outlaw John Weasley is released. Mahatma Gandhi forms the National Indian Congress, NIC, in order to fight discrimination against the Indian traders in Natal. That's interesting.
18th of August 1894, U.S. Congress creates the Bureau of Immigration.
That's got to be something to do with the Mexicans, then. It has to be.
Or all those Canadians coming down for warm weather. Donghak peasant rebellion begins in Mujan, Korea, over local corruption sparking the first Sino-Japanese War. I don't 16th of August 1894, Indian chiefs from the Sioux and the Onondaga tribes meet to urge their people to renounce Christianity and return to their old Indian faith. Now that's
quite interesting, because you got, like, in America, even though it's all modern and everything, you still got the Sioux and obviously the other tribes which took out Custer back then. And then in the other part, you still got the Japanese, still obviously a third world country, but modernized. So it's like so strange that you still got the Sioux in them days. Because I've seen some of the older photographs of the Sioux being traditional, in their teepees.
More importantly, in 1894, you're seeing the Aboriginals do not want Christianity. They don't want it forced down their throats. So what did the white men do? Residential schools. They took their children away from them.
Yeah.
And trained, and it was mostly the Roman Catholic schools that the churches that did this, where they were changed to become Christian and lose all their culture.
Changed all their culture big time. They were beaten out of it, really.
Yeah, many of them actually lost their language. They had to. Only the elders were speaking the original tongue.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and you saw some of them, some of the Indians in school, some of the native Indian children in school, trying to learn a language that they don't understand, and then you got. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I'll send you a link. It's to some of the Indian music I listen to because I like it's relaxing for me, like the whistles and stuff, the Indian pipes and stuff. And they show you some really old Indian photographs from 1800s, 1700s, all the way through to 1900s. And it's kind of shocking. We have these Indian people dressed in modern clothing. It's really, really odd, like in suits and tie. The first Allen Truss Bridge, designed by Percy Allen, is completed in New South Wales. See, it's crazy how modern things are, but you got the Indians still living. They still want their identity, so to speak.
You can't blame them.
No.
August 14, 1894, Sir Oliver Joseph Lodge demonstrates wireless telegraphy radio using Morse code at a meeting of the British Association of Oxford University.
It's crazy.
Yes, I know Morse code.
If my friend was sat here, Sebi, he probably understood what you just said. I'm not sure which side of it. I know I said this before, but I'm not sure which side of his family is related to Morse, who invented Morse code.
Samuel Morse.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's dad's side or his mother's side. January 21st, Fredrickson skates the world record. I think we've done that one. 500 meters in 47.8 seconds.
Yeah.
2nd of August, 1894. Death duty is the first introduced in Britain. Death duties? What? If you die, you're going to get a duty on it.
I guess they build the family. They sure as hell can't build the deceased. Unbelievable. Any way to make a buck, eh?
I know, right?
4th of July, 1894, Elwood Haynes successfully tests one of the first U.S. autos at 6 miles per hour.
I was saying, I was watching. I'm not sure which episode it was, but it was one of the Waltons, and it was in a car chase. And you know, they had the old Model T Fords or whatever it was, or whatever kind of car it was, and they were going around. Remember, this is dirt roads, so they're going around, turning, and they're like this, like that, like this, and you hear the very bad thing going, you know. But you can't skid on mud roads. You know, you can slide, but you can't make the sound going. And they've only got like tire wheels. You know what I mean? Oh man, you're going fast. You're going at 8 miles an hour. It's like, man, car stalls at 8 miles an hour today. May the 1st, Cox's army arrives in DC, District Central, I guess.
Oh, where did I miss that one? Who did that one?
Patty Ferguson.
Patty. Gotcha, Patty. 30th of June, 1894, London's Tower Bridge opens across the Thames.
I love the way you say that, the Thames. I ain't going to correct you. That's not right.
Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato.
Yeah. Argon identified by Lord Rayleigh and Sir William Ramsay. Argon. Yeah. Argon is what I use a lot in welding. And plumbers use it as well.
Argon is when I leave.
Argon.
I are gone.
I are gone very fast when my wife wants to go out shopping. No, I got a new one. It's a new gas called I'm not here.
January 27th, first college. Wait a minute, that looks familiar. First college basketball game, University of Chicago beats Chicago YMCA. Yeah, we've had that one. June 30th, 1894, Korea declares independence from China. Asks for Japanese aid. No, don't do it. You know how that turned out, right?
Yeah, definitely turn that one down. Labor Day established as a holiday for the U.S. federal employees. Korea declares independence from China.
26th of June, 1894, Karl Benz of Germany receives U.S. patent for gasoline-driven auto. Mercedes-Benz? Benz? Yes. It rings a bell.
Going back, Darren saying we got lots of certain size bullets.
Okay. Time. let's talk about this. During the Cold War and
Yeah.
NATO, every country had a different size bullet in their weapons, different weapons, every country. None were interchangeable. The ships all had different size nozzles. The planes all had different types of equipment. Nothing was interchangeable. We were a mess. And it was only recently, ever since Afghanistan, whatnot, suddenly we've decided, maybe we should all have standardized rounds and start making all of the things so that we can interchange them. Because otherwise, if we ever went to war with anybody, we'd be screwed because we couldn't help each other.
Exactly. I mean, if one country runs out of bullets or gets the infrastructure shut down, that's it. That's how that.
Exactly. You're
so
toast.
good. You might as well throw stones.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Boy, we were stupid in the Cold War. Anyway. Robert's Coin Adventures, January 27th, Midwinter Fair opens in Golden Gate Park.
Yeah. American Railway Union under Eugene V. Debs goes on strike.
Viscose, a form of artificial silk or rayon, is patented by Charles Frederick Cross with Edward John Bevan and Clayton Beadle.
Okay, artificial silk. I guess that made the Chinese happy. The International Olympic Committee is founded at the Sorbonne, Paris, at the initiative of Baron Pierre Coubertin. I said that about earlier, didn't I? That
Yippers. 18th of June, 1894, Premier Rosebery declares Uganda a British protectorate. I can see Idi Amin just freaking crawling out of the woodwork.
First US polio epidemic breaks out in Rutland, Vermont. Wow.
January 30th, the pneumatic hammer is patented by Charles King of Detroit.
The fire in Boston destroys the South End grounds, baseball stadium, and 200 other buildings. Wow. So which is that?
Holy crap.
It's mad.
Oh. EAC directed right to me. Patrick Manson develops the thesis that malaria is spread by mosquitoes. That proved true.
That did prove true. Female ones as well. Argon discovered, and we've done that one. Patrick Manson develops the I've done that one. Something about a warship. Just gone up by a little bit too far. The US warship, the Kearsarge, wrecked on Recorder Reef near Solomon Islands. Oh, that's different.
May 11, Pullman Palace Car Company go on strike.
The National College of Music is founded by the Moss family in London. We're on Evil
There
Arch.
you are. Oh, there you are. March 21st. Oh, gosh. Siggy. Mercury transits the sun as seen from Venus, and Mercury and Venus both simultaneously transit the sun as seen from Saturn. Ziggy.
Zizig.
Well, I'm glad you can say it because I sure as heck couldn't.
That's a meteor, by the way. Oil is discovered on the Osage Indian Reservation, making the Osage the richest group of people in the world. Oh my word! Osage? Is that Osage?
Osage?
Osage. Okay. See, it's weird, man, how you say it in these Indian reservations. Osage.
28th of June, 1894, a colonial conference held in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, resolves to lay a telegraph cable between Canada and Australia. Now, there's a long trip.
That is a very long. That must have taken years to complete. Imagine trying to fix that thing.
Ugh.
The 3rd of February, the first U.S. steel sailing vessel, Rico, launched at Bath, Maine.
22nd of October, 1894. This is an example of stuff we never would have heard of if we didn't do this.
No, that's right.
Martha Needle is hanged in Melbourne Gaol for the poisoning of her husband and 3 children in an attempt to obtain money from insurance policies.
That's got to be one of the first recorded one for insurance in Australia.
Talk about nasty to do that to your own husband and kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, the most notorious one at the moment is Chris Watts, where he killed his Shanann and his 2 little ones.
Blows me away.
Psychological review established in the United States by James Mark Baldwin and James McKee Kettle. Psychological reviews established.
1894, the Reichstag building in Berlin's completed and opened.
February 6th, a bottle opener patented by William Painter. Now, something that is so simple is still used today, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
National Civil League is established.
French anarchist Marshal Baldwin attempts to destroy the Royal Coinage Observatory, London, England, with a bomb. Wow.
Why would you do something like that?
I don't understand. I mean, I think it's called the Stevenson's clock. I done a video of it on the Greenwich Mean Time 10 pence a few weeks ago. I put a lot of pictures on there as well, so you got a lot of history.
That baffles me. February 8th, U.S. Enforcement Act repealed, making it easier to disenfranchise blacks.
Backward thinking again.
Yeah.
13th of February, Augustus and Louis Lumiere patent the cinematography, a combination of movie and camera and projector. That's interesting. That probably makes it the motion picture, the new way of making motion pictures today then.
1894, New Zealand enacts the world's first minimum age law by the Industrial Conciliation and Arbitration Act.
Now that's forward thinking.
Yeah, finally.
Anarchist Emmanuel Henry hurls a bomb into Paris CAF terminus, killing 1 and wounding 20.
Good Lord. John Joy of Dublin devises the Jolly color screen, an additive color photographic process for producing images from a single photographic plate. Absolutely brilliant. That was a big step.
That was used at American balloonist Leah Adair tours New Zealand. She is possibly the world's first woman to fly in New Zealand. Well, that's a great achievement.
February 16th, British troops occupy Eorean Gold Coast.
Wow. Alfred Kinsey, American biologist professor and entomology and zoology and sexology, founder of the Institute of Sex Research in Indiana University in 1947.
March 3rd, New York Atlantis' first Greek language publication in U.S. begins.
Wow, that's pretty cool. The Nat 6 Society of Perishing Rifles is... What's that?
That should say that the Nat 6 Society of Pershing Rifles. is funded in Nebraska. Pershing,
Okay.
like General Pershing.
Right. Okay.
March 5th, Archibald Primrose, 5th Earl of Rosebery, becomes First Lord of the Treasury, the official title of the UK Prime Minister. First Lord of the Treasury.
Yeah. He's
That's
still
the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, it's obviously now he's the Chancellor now, which should be, which is the Treasury, which same thing. Just another posh name for it, trying to rip off Britain, basically. 3rd December 1894, the Church of Sweden, Umeå City Church, is inaugurated on the first Advent Sunday. All right, okay.
Patty Ferguson's composer Walter Piston was born January 20th.
May 12th, Coca-Cola is sold in bottles for the very first time in candy stores in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And then we got your stop here.
Dimebag says, please move the clicker counter further from the microphone or put it under a towel. The clicks are special.
Is that my clicks is on about?
I think so.
I'm on my laptop. I can't move them. Dimebag creases me
too
up.
bad. Too bad.
I love that guy.
Well, for that, I'm gonna make Dale go solo while I do the
Hey, I'm
tallying up.
solo. I'm closing. I'm sorry, Dimebag. I apologize, my friend. It's just that I use the laptop and the mouse is just here, I'm afraid. I thought we were trying Morse code. I think my Morse code is better than my reading. Still Wall Queen, nice to see you, my friend. How are you doing? I got booted off. I can only go back to 501. Composer Water. Yeah, I got kicked off twice as well. Patty, the Norwegian Museum of Cultural Institute is founded. Thank you guys for the history and the amazing time you put out towards this. This is just fantastic, and it's great to be back with Numismaniac again, of course. And it's been well missed, as you all know. And it's great to see amazing people again. I'm pretty sure Numismaniac's hard at work there, counting away. I think he probably needs a clicker counter like I've just been doing.
Yeah, instead of the tally marks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. You know what? We had some really good contributors, and because I'm only doing the live feed once this week, I'm giving it to the top 4. So the top 4 are going, not the top 3. So we got an extra person getting it. Farrah, yeah, you're at 129. You
Wow.
crazy guy. Holy cow. You really do good. Robert, you're at 85, number 2. Evil Arch Conservative is at 46, and Patty Ferguson at 39, and everybody else are honorable mentions. Really good going, guys.
Fantastic. That's a lot of work.
So I'm going to bring up.
Wolf. Nice to see you.
I'm just going to put my email address on there for everybody to resend your addresses just in case I haven't got them. So I can put them, I'll double check to make sure that they're current.
History through World Numismatics, sponsored by Dale's Clicky Mouse.
There's my address, email address. Send your
so much.
mailing address, and at the end of the month I'll get it. Good news, I've restocked the bucket.
Oh,
so I've restocked the bucket. So there's probably some
lucky
really
bucket.
good ones in here, but I'm not going to tell you.
Lucky bucket.
We got Fair 45, and I'm going to make sure that you get every one of them this time. Stir it up, magic. I'm not looking. I don't know what you're going to get, but I'm going to just grab it out. And you've got, oh, you got a Canadian quarter.
Ooh.
Something special about the denticles on this one. I don't know. We can't tell. It's a 1970. Where's my? I don't have my loop with me. That's terrible. Get over here.
Hold it up to the screen and see if I can see it. Is that 75?
I think it's a 75.
I think that's a 75 by this way.
Small denticles. That's what it says. Okay, so Ferrup's got that. Now,
There's quite a lot of things. Quite a lot of variants, isn't there? That, yeah.
Is Robert. Robert's got a 2006 P nickel.
Ooh, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, P. No, sorry, I thought it was all about American then. Or V. So that is going to be.
And EAC. Next. Never know what we're going to get out of here.
North American Beaver.
Oh, you lucky. Oh, you are so lucky. EAC, you got silver. Not just any old silver. You got a 1965 Canadian silver dollar.
Oh, wow. Is that the 80% one?
That's 80% silver. Boy, did you score.
And I think you sent me one of them as well, didn't you?
Eh?
You sent me one of them.
I may have.
Yeah, do you know what? That is why I'm going to get him back, because he made me.
Oh, this is pretty good too. We got Patty Ferguson has got a 1951 Canadian nickel.
Nice.
With a Georgie on there.
So that's still silver as well, isn't it?
No,
Oh, that's just left.
But
just
it's still silver. It's a good nickel to have in your collection. Wow.
Great coins there, guys.
That floored me. Boy, EAC, holy cow. Congratulations, everyone.
When EAC when he sends stuff out, man, we got it right here.
Yeah, I put a lot of envelopes out last month or a month before. Oh yeah.
And I'm not sure if you've actually seen all my shout outs for you, have you?
Oh, I've tried to see every one of them.
I know you've been busy and you've had stuff going on, but yeah, it's overwhelming. They really are. Anyone that sends stuff is just. I have no words. There's no words to explain how thankful I am. You know what I mean? It's just because I want to do it naturally and organically, and do everything individual. And man, just and the time before that. Oh my word.
But that's the fun part about this hobby is that we can share with others, especially those that are trying to build your collection.
Yeah, this package here, what you sent me, because obviously I want to sort it out, so I got everything together again.
Oh, good to hear, Darren.
This one here is Dale proof. Here we go. I got a little Roman coin there. I'm gonna sort that one out. But I think
You know, having there's certain coins every collector should have in their collection. An ancient coin, at least one, but everybody should try to endeavor to have a piece of 8 or 8 real coin should be there. As just at and that's myself included. I don't have a lot of ancients, but the ones I have, they mean something to me. Like I have the Mark Antony silver denarius.
yes.
I mean, love that coin.
Look at this. This is the camera doesn't do this coin justice one little bit. It's a bravery medal, and I can't see the camera because
that's a nice little chunk of silver too. That's a gorgeous looking coin.
There we go. It's actually the bravery. That's what it would look like.
Yeah, it's actually a metal. Yeah, it's not even a coin. It's a round.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. Always blown away by everybody's gifts.
Yeah. Take care, Robert. Thank you for stopping by, man. Again, next week or this week, this is the only one this week. So next week, I'll be back. I'll be back.
You'll be back. And if anybody is, I'll check who won on my thing. I'll show you quickly if I can get them. Give me a second. I'll put all this safely back because I've got a special box here that I have the gifts in, and I've got my book and I've got other bits, and I want to put them so they're in order properly. And that's why I do my mail calls individually, so I don't get, oh, that was them. Was that a gift? Wasn't that a gift? And I know exactly where they come from. Now I'm going to show you a sneak preview. I don't know if you've seen this yet. You'll be getting one of these.
I agree, Patty. To find a 1600-year-old Roman coin in a school lot in Indianapolis definitely had to have been a show and tell that some little kid lost. I'm sure the parents was thrilled.
Now, I've done the information on these coins earlier. I can't because they're sealed. I put them sealed in there because they're going to be gifts. They're going to be surprise gifts for top 5. But there's the age of them.
Oh, nice.
So they're all hammered coins.
Yeah,
like
those are sweet.
Coins.
Patty's saying squinto vision tonight.
Yeah, squinto vision. Sorry.
Wow.
This is what I was going to use for the end of year game, but I got them early, and I thought because I changed the game, I may as well do it early. So they look better in real life than they do on here. But
no, they're very cool. I love any classical numismatics, especially when you have the attribution with them, makes it so much nicer to have in your collection.
Yeah, they're going to go into these pouches on Thursday. So you guys, obviously the top 5 will choose which ones you're going to get. And then it's all random. And if I was to search one of these coins, let's try that one. more or less. Let's have a look. From my perspective, I didn't get these from eBay, by the way. I got these from from an old man that I deal with, and let me just look.
Oh, that's sad to hear. You'd think they'd hold on to the glasses for a week or even a month.
So who was around in 1316?
Well, I wasn't. Unless, of course, I put on my red suit, and then I'll say, yeah, I've been around since the 2nd century.
Oh, that's about wrong. That's why it's changed the blinking word. DR. There you go. So one of these. So this is Abdu Syed, 1316 to 35 AD. Would be around about that much.
Nice. Yeah, that's very cool.
So they only gain value. So I can't wait for you guys to choose these. And this is not the only thing you're going to get, Skip. As you know, you've got something else coming to you as well. So yeah. So good luck to you 5 who came. Obviously, I'll probably do something at the end of the year. I'm not sure yet. And I got something. I'm not sure if you've seen any of these, which I got today as well. This is Australia. This is that's 1917. Did you see my Canadian coins I got last time?
I think. Did you show? You no, I can't. I may have, but my brain cells aren't working.
So 1917 Canadian.
Cool.
Probably not in best condition for yours, but because I tell you, got me into this Canadian stuff, and
right back at you, man. my British collection is coming along nicely, but it's become a real passion for me.
1915, this one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really pretty, actually. They are really, really pretty. That's more Australian, Indian. That's them ones, anyway. You just get the others. Let me just put these coins away a second. And get mixed up because I know that was Jason's that sent me them. And I got myself some Canadian banknotes as well. I've still got Robert Mims winnings there.
Yeah, I got mine returned to me too.
I'm not going to open it up. these bits away. Carefully. One thing when you do, what I like to do is when I got gifts like this, I don't drop the coin in. I just leave them on top and just let them slide in naturally on their own accord. So don't bash the edge or anything, even though they are protected. So they all go in neatly. That's the point I got there. Got to get them out as well. Yeah, I got some 1986 Canadian $2 again. There we go. This is pretty cool. And there's the others. There we are. Canadian $1. So it's building up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Getting there.
it's from Mims. I got some of these today. I was actually expecting the package tomorrow, or at least I got a printout here of what I was given, and this one is, I can't remember. It's good when you got numbers to the coins, because then I know what they are. So rather than just sending them a bunch in, give me an email. Similar to what Jason does, you know, so you're not lost.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
This is a Jordan dinar. This is quite a recent coin. It's 1997. It's probably done.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty cool coin.
See, I think if anybody, if they're not focusing on specific countries, if you were to do a world coin collecting set, and print yourself out a sheet with all the countries in the world listed. Go down and start going alphabetically and putting together an album with all the different countries, which I have. I have separate from Great Britain, the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
That one's all, the one I have there, as you know, is all alphabetical.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more fun to do it that way, because now when I go out, I say, okay, I'm missing these countries under the A or the B or whatever it might be. I'll go down to the local coin shop or club or online here, and I'll say, hey, look, I'm looking for this. And you can fill those gaps in your collection and build up a collection of all the world coins. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just having one or two coins from every single country would be very cool to have as a coin collector.
I love world coins because, as you know, now, I mean, I don't buy this stuff randomly. You know, I send a bit of money off and I get what I get given, you know, so it's like a surprise when I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here is a 1 dinero 1866 from Peru. It's a silver coin.
Oh, very cool. Yes.
And yeah, 1866. It's 90% silver.
Beautiful.
It looks like a little seated liberty that way.
Yeah.
But obviously it isn't. And this other little coin. And I got some Chinese coins here as well. These go back to 1736. And I'm going to go down to the local chippy and ask him what it means on the coin.
Either that, or you can get yourself. You got Coinoscope, right?
Yeah, but sometimes it comes up with the wrong information. Sometimes
It does. It's not perfect, but it's cool.
But I'd rather go down. I mean, it's only like 4 hours is down, so.
Oh, well, that's perfect. You're that close to a chippy?
Yeah, it's right in the
Oh,
corner.
I'd be fat. Oh, wait a minute, I am.
But yeah, I've got 3 of these. These are from 1736 to 1795, the Qing dynasty, Beijing mint, apparently. But he's given me codes to which coin's which, so that's why he's put these little numbers on. And this one here is pretty cool. This is W. This is Kenya. This is 1 shilling. This is 1968. I thought that was pretty cool. And I got a 1918 Australian 3p. This is pretty neat. It's a tiny little thing. It's about the same size as a rosy dime. But yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. And obviously got silver from for the memberships I've done today. And this is one of my favorite ones as well. So I got 4.5 grams. Or something.
How are you broken, Darren?
It's nice to see Lola. This is. I'm going to give you a guess where this is from. I think that's the right number. 4.9 grams. There we go. $464. Where do you think that's from?
I can't make out the lettering.
Oh, sorry.
Well, let me check on my main screen here, see if I can see it.
Yeah, let's go upside down.
Doesn't have a hole in the middle. It's oh my goodness. What in the world? What is that, Indian?
No, it's Moroccan.
Oh, wait a minute. That's got a Moken David on it.
Yeah, Moroccan. It's a 1868 to Fulis or Fulis, Furus. And it's really, really heavy. It's really heavy. It's for that little coin. It's probably around the same size as I would say a Canadian nickel, and it's probably weighs about 3 times as much.
What's it made of? Do you know?
I think it's made of bronze. This was pretty cool. This is one of another Australian coins that was after as well, and that was the Commonwealth Games coin.
I've got to start working a little bit on my Australians. They got some nice looking coins, but
They have.
I don't think I have any of them.
the new ones that they come out this year absolutely look like they remind me of the Canadians coins where they're coloured.
They do, yes.
Absolutely beautiful looking coins. Seven. Oh, this is another coin.
Hey, Omnivox Clasher.
Sorry,
We got Omnivox Clasher online.
hey Omnivox. This is another amazing coin. This is Egyptian, and this is 8.33 silver. This is
Nice.
one curish. It's about the same size as a Rosie Dime. It's not spectacular looking coins, but you know, there's something. You know what I mean? There's something better than nothing. And that's it really. So they're going to go into my World Coin collection. I've got some folder. I'll try and put in each country as best I can. It won't be obviously date order or type order. It'll just be that country's going to go there. And I'm going to make a database of it. But Skipper, you got. I can't show you what all I've got here because you got something.
That's all right, Dale. I mean, we've been playing catch up today. Let's face it. It's been over a month since we've actually had a session here.
Oh, do you know what? As I said, I know you've had a lot going on, and which is understandable, you know. But you know, you are missed by everybody, you know.
It's okay. I'll get back to it.
Certainly missed by me. I love being up here. I love having fun. I love listening to the history, listening to what people's putting out, and seeing whatever coins you can get me into. Whatever trouble I can get in with the missus, you know.
Well, we'll work on it.
But yeah, I'd love it. You know that. I wouldn't. I mean, it doesn't matter about the winnings. It's about the taking part and having fun. That's for me, you know. Yeah. And
my mind is absolutely exploding with the history that comes out, and details that we would never have known before.
Exactly.
Like some of this stuff is like may sound trivial, but other things are literally shocking.
Yeah.
Especially the stuff the racist things that went on. You think we have problems now? Holy mackerel, was it bad back then?
I can't believe, you know, I'm not even going to say it's even the word, like, they went to help. They went to help people.
I know, and run them off with guns.
They run them off rather than going, "Oh, thank you, that's really kind of you." No, we're gonna lead them to die while we're chasing you off. It's really backward thinking.
Oh, ridiculous!
I just can't believe it. Well, you know, even in the Second World War, in Pearl Harbor, where I can't remember they named an aircraft carrier of him, haven't they? Where he got the gun, and it was against policy to have a soldier like that or a navy to actually man a gun.
Yeah, the policy back then was he could be a cook.
Yeah,
but he could not participate as a full blown sailor manning a gun to defend the ship. He wasn't allowed. He knew how to do it. He proved it.
Yes, but I just think it's such a stupid. I know.
It was. It was era. Stupid. Yeah.
But do you know what? Right, I'm not being racist, but we had one. I'll say Africa because he was from Africa. And he come and moved into Swindon, and he was the only person there from Africa in school, and he was brilliant. We played together all the time when he was kids growing up, you know. And he moved away, and one person I'd love to meet in my life is Mickey Sharp. His name is, and I don't know what happened to him. I know he moved away with his family, but the whole family was adored, you know what I mean? They always come round, especially in the street parties or whatever. It was great times, but unfortunately, people grow up and move away. And there's one person I love to go and meet is Mickey Sharp, his name. But yeah, he was the only one in the whole that I knew of from Africa, and he was interesting. I think it was something like cultural interesting. I think, kids are just intriguing, aren't they? And then I don't understand why people grow up and then be weird. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. My goodness. Well,
yeah.
my friend, what time is it there?
1:10 in the morning.
1:10. Well, you know what? I'm going to make some dinner.
Oh, what you gonna
you know what? I'm going to probably make myself roast beef and gravy, and it's leftovers and pot roast potatoes. All the vegetables were done with pot roast. So I'm just going to make myself hot roast beef sandwich with the leftover veggies.
Tomorrow. Oh, it was Zoe's birthday yesterday.
Because wish her a belated for me.
I will do. But it was Jubilee time, so everything was shut, so you couldn't really do anything. And I said, "You do realise, your birthday's fall on a significant day, right?" She said, "Well, yeah, that's true, but we still can't do nothing." You know what I mean? So tomorrow, I said to her, "What do you want for your birthday dinner?" And I goes, "I can do something. Let's try and do something, or we can go out." Obviously, Lauren was away, so we had to go and pick Lauren up. So we did that, and when she goes, "Oh, we'll go for a carvery," so that's exactly what we're doing tomorrow. I'm taking her out for a carvery.
Nice.
So yeah, roast beef, turkey. What else shall I have on there? Big, massive, huge Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, come on! Now you're torturing me here.
Load of beef gravy, thick beef gravy.
I'm going to do it in about 2 minutes.
I'll take a picture of it anyway. I'll show you.
All right, my friend. Well,
okay.
I'm going to say fare thee well for the night.
And you much
thanks everybody for coming out. I see we still got 6 in the chat here. So
it's been awesome. Thank you for having me up, and it's been a blast. Thank you. And
got my fix.
I have. I needed to go to rehab for this. You know what I mean? That's it.
Oh, I know. Evil Arch Conservative has put a link in there. What have you put a link in for here, Evil Arch?
Check out a channel. Absolutely fun channel.
The one. No, I know exactly which one she just did. It's the marmalade sandwich, Your Majesty one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you. I've watched that a couple times. It's awesome.
I was going to say something. Do you know what? Do you know you've been busy with medical stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
I do.
Well, my turn now this month. I've got neurology. I've got, because obviously the reason why, just a quick thing, the reason why I changed my channel down to no speech is because it's getting frustrating to do the coins. Even though I know what I'm doing, I can't get it out. So I'm getting angry. So I said to Zoe, the only times I'm going to do voiceover is obviously with, mail calls and other things. But when it comes to coins, all my information goes in the description anyway. Everything goes into my description, history and everything. I don't know if anybody's read it, but if you even go back to some of the things, I've deleted it now, but some of them said, if you're reading this, you can win a silver round, and nobody's ever read them. So, in the description. So yeah.
Whoa.
But yeah, I've done that a few times now.
Sneaky Pete.
But yeah, it's so that it will all be done literally by just visual on my coins, because I get frustrated by with myself, because even I'm saying a word like this morning, I couldn't even say Elizabeth. I was going Queen. What's her name?
Yeah, that would be really frustrating.
So I have to do it that way. Just until, but I got neurology on the 7th anyway, so I will tell him that I'm getting worse in my speech and my thinking. It's getting frustrating.
Just try to hold on to enough language so I don't have to use sign language. I'm lousy.
I'll probably even spell that wrong as well.
Oh my god! You know how hard it is to follow someone that's signing and they stutter.
My cousin, quickly before you, my cousin was married to a deaf girl, right? And her name was Debbie, right? And of course, he had to learn, and he learned sign language. He's profound in it, and he taught me a few little bits,
Right.
but not in extent. It's just enough to get over a conversation like "Hello, Debbie, how are you?" sort of thing. And one day, her friend, because Chrissy was talking to her friend in sign language and talking, and she could sort of lip read as well. Well, they were going talking, but Debbie couldn't see what was going on. She couldn't lip read. And of course, she thought that she was trying to ask her own husband out. They were having a shouting match, right? And well, you've ever seen two deaf people doing a shouting match?
That's got to be pretty odd.
It's odd, funny. They both had essentially. I know I'm not asking your husband out. I was asking how you are. Have you been out? And but yeah, it was just it was like a massive shouting match. They were shouting, but they couldn't express the words properly. And Chrissy was trying to sign language to calm them down, but yeah, oh man,
that's too funny.
But anyway, on that note, I will love and leave everybody.
Okay.
And I'll see you in the next.
See you
video.
next time, my friend.
You take care, buddy. Look after yourself. Say hi to Tracy and give like.
Cheers. I'll try to get in. If you're on Thursday, I'll try to get in there.
Okie dokie. 9 p.m. GMT, hopefully. And
aye.
good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.